As soon as they let Adam know, we're good to go. 29-21, it's going to be 125 and 250.
They're ready.
They're ready?
Yeah.
All right, good luck, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, now we're on. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to TCH Live. We got the final table of our, now monthly,
Yeah,
250K guaranteed here at Dallas, $300 buy-in. We had about 1,600 and I believe 15 entrants. Total prize pool of over 340,000. So surpassing our guarantee, and we have about 60K for first tonight. So, or exactly 60K. Should be a really good final table here. I see a lot of regulars.
Oh, yeah. You got to like, I love that. I love that. It's good to have you back, Derek.
You know,
I miss you. We're getting started already. Look at this. Hand number one already.
Looks like someone's a little bit late to our final table. Our chip leader, it looks like. So I guess he doesn't have too much to worry about.
And already the first hand, I got to, already. I got to like it.
Pocket 10s here for Roger in the big blind. Pretty clean flop here for the pocket 10s. Looks like right off the bat here, we already have a lot of Yanni fans in the chat. Yanni there in the 5 seat.
Well, I'm a Yanni fan. I like the guy. He's young. He's a good kid.
Wow. I mean, unless the cards were incorrect there, Roger just folding his pocket 10s over paired to the board there. Krish with the ace-7.
Not only an overpair, but a paired board with 5s.
Yeah, should be a pretty clean flop. Only losing to, other overpairs. Which are definitely very likely, but with how short Roger was, I would have just shipped it in there. I know we've had a few issues with our card readers the past week at our cash game streams. So that could be a possibility. Okay, I'm getting the thumbs down. In fact, he did fold pocket 10s there.
Wow.
Very interesting.
So you digging the new felt we have going on here?
I think I like it better than the red one. Yeah, I think it pops a little better on the camera and
doesn't hurt your eyes.
Yeah, that's the thing. The red and black tend to clash quite a bit, so I think that's what happens. Very interesting.
Looks like we got a hand brewing here.
Yeah, just make it right, and then you can call fold and raise.
We have an issue here with Roger. What's going on? Andrew here, he's going to go all in with the pocket 8s. Suju going all in for $4 million in chips with ace queen. No doubt trying to isolate here, and he will accomplish that.
Do have an all-in scenario here.
So it looks like Andrew is at risk. Is that right with the 8s?
Andrew at risk with the 8s, currently ahead against the ace-queen, but needs to avoid an ace or queen on the flop here. We see both. Not a good turnout here.
Wow.
And now he's just drawing dead here, drawing to a chop. Wow, and that's a very clean flop there for Suju. Taking off a nice stack there, up to 6.6 million, and that's it for Andrew in the final table. We didn't even really get to introduce him.
Wow.
But Andrew there getting out in 9th place for a nice little score, I think, of $5,400. Not bad for a $300 buy-in.
Yes, that's not.
Everyone else now guaranteed.
What's the payouts? We haven't even showed the payouts yet.
Yeah, I mean, we were still introducing the players, and we already got one knocked out. But Andrew going out in 9th place for $5,400. Every person now guaranteed $6,700.
Well, that's a lot of. Let's leave the payups there for a second. There, look at the payout there.
Not bad for a $300 buy-in. 60K for first, 40K for second. I mean, you just make 6th place money. You're already in the 5-figure score there.
20 grand for 4th place, Derek. You got to dig that.
All right, back to the action here.
Yeah, I'm up
Rakesh
for
here
that.
with the ace 10 of hearts. Sitting on a very short stack here, 1.8 million.
Oh, Yanni. The Yanni fans going to be loving this.
Of course, Yanni going to re-jam here to isolate Rakesh. Also sitting on a short stack, but I think Yanni would invite some action, honestly, with his hand here. I mean, he should sitting on one of the shorter stacks.
Rakesh is going to find out the bad news.
Yeah, terrible spot here for Rakesh.
He's looking for not only red cards, but hearts. A straight possible. Oh, well, that's not it.
He's running hearts here or tens. And that's it. That's it for Rakesh.
And a 10 on the river.
Kind of salt on the wound there. Does hit a pair on the end there, but will be eliminated in 8th place. And just like that, we're down to 7 players. Rakesh hitting that pay jump.
Adam in the box here. Look at this. 6,700. Not a bad day. Couple days work. 6,700 for Rakesh.
Yeah, GG for Rakesh. Each player now guaranteed $8,700. And now that we have a little bit of time here, I guess, let's try to start introducing the players.
Yeah,
They seem to be
I mean, it's
falling like flies here. I recognize seat 1, of course. Seat 2, both regular. Seat 1 and 2, both regular tournament players here in the streets. Krish, there in the 1 seat, plays quite well.
yeah.
Seat 2. Let's see, seat 2 is Mo. I think also plays in our tournaments quite often here.
Yeah, Mo, he's actually made some final tables here.
I think everyone knows Vidi here. Plays a lot of our cash games here in Dallas and Las Colinas. Has won several of our tournaments before or has made the final table of our tournaments quite often, and has played on our live stream cash games as well.
Now, everybody should know Suju. This is the 3rd week in a row he's made the final table.
Oh, are you serious?
3rd week in a row. I saw him up there. I'm like, this is it. He goes, yeah, 3rd week in a row. Young man is on fire.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it.
And of course, it seems like a lot of our fans in the chat know number 5 or seat number 5, Yanni. I believe he's a poker dealer as well, so I mean, it's hard to not root for him, right? Both of us being dealers.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, we have Roger in the 6th seat, Suju in the 8th seat, and player in the 9th seat.
Some people may take that as a fold if you push it out to scan it again, so we don't want to have anyone thinking angle shooting.
And Adam in the box, coming out dealing fire here, knocking out 2 players in the first 2 hands or 3 hands, was it?
Within the first 5, so it was like the 2nd hand and 4th hand.
Yeah.
Vidi here with the pocket 9s. Massively in the lead with his chip stack. I think a 2-to-1 chip lead to the 2nd place chip stack. So pretty healthy stack in Vidi, aka David. Lucky River there in the small blind.
Yeah, and Lucky River's no stranger to the final table. I got to tell you, I'm digging this. Green's my favorite color. You probably don't know that.
I don't know that.
Green's I mean, not this shade. I like a darker green, forest green.
Like a forest, like a tree green, like a pine tree green.
You know what I'm talking about. And but I want to talk a little bit about the writing on the felt, because that's
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll get to that in a minute.
I think we'll have plenty of time to go over that.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know these guys.
Table.
We're down 2 players already in the first 5 hands.
We also have a few other special announcements here for our live stream this coming week and next month. So stay tuned. Of course, main event right now is watching our final table, so we'll get to that shortly. Got $60,000 for first place tonight for a $300 buy-in, and yes, we are going to be doing this monthly here in Dallas. And as I was out there playing before our final table, I talked to quite a few players that actually drove up from Houston for the weekend. Yeah. So we've had players all across the state that heard about this tournament, and I imagine it'll be the same for our Poker Atlas tour.
Yeah, I mean, things are getting juicy here, and at Dallas at the TCH here with the tournaments and stuff. I don't know who's doing this stuff, but they're going in the right direction. Looks like
Absolutely.
everybody's digging this, and of course, this coming month, August into September, huge tournament, Poker Atlas tournament event, and we will get into a lot of that. But if you're listening and you dig tournaments, this is the place to be. Coming up in August here.
Raise the 600.
Suji here with a pair. We'll open up the action. Yeah, everyone but Vidi sitting on about sub 27 big blinds. So nothing to sneeze at, but they do need to be a little more selective with the hands they're raising with. Of course, pocket pair, pre-flop, 7-handed. Very strong. Vidi here might put on some pressure here. He might just ship it in here. No, he will just make the call. Would have been interesting if he had chipped it in there. I think Suji might have folded, but oh wow, 6 on the flop. Wow. And what a life for Suji. Going to flop bottom set on a king-high board, and a lot of times you'd expect Vidi to connect with this board in some fashion.
Yeah.
We'll just fold his gut shot. Nice fold there by Vidi.
I tell you, a lot of familiar faces here, you know, and everybody knows and loves Yanni. But Vidi, I gotta tell you, he makes the final table, and we would see a lot more of him if he played more tournaments. It's like, I think 75% of the tournaments that he plays,
he final tables.
If I was at this table, the only one I would, okay, I'm going to say it, the only one I'd be afraid of is him. No disrespect to the other guys, but
he has a good return on his tournaments for sure.
I mean, they all know what they're doing, but I mean, I'm still going to play, you know, and well, I'm going to pay attention.
See a few shout outs here in the chat. Let's see a lot of our dealers from TCH. Elued Lopez, one of our dealers here at TCH. Dane, how's it going? Says, I dig Derek and Mitch. Well, appreciate it, Dane. Fireman Mike, how's it going? Cheering for Vidi. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got about 421 viewers right now. Really great showing so far.
I played a little cash here earlier. Mr. Lopez there dealt to me a little bit. I was doing real well until King sat down.
Decent flop here for Roger. Going to flop a queen high flush draw Vidi with the mystery hand Yanni with just the 6-5 offsuit.
Roger's going to hit the 9. Looks like the 9's going to be good enough.
Got some news here from David that about 60 people are watching on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and comment on the Facebook comment section.
Hey, kick.com? Are you
it's another streaming service. I think they're in competition with Twitch. But that might be the micro. I could be wrong, but looks like we are streaming on Kick as well. So streaming on every platform possible, looks like. TCH live from YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, and Kick now.
We're already international anyway.
Appreciate everyone tuning in. Up to 450 viewers now.
Did you know that was my first time?
If you're just now tuning in, you're listening to the voices of Derek and Mitch, favorite TCH live tournament commentators here. We'll be commentating for the next probably 2-3 hours over this final table, as I imagine this action will slow down as the pay jumps get bigger. Daniel Dunn in the chat. What's up, Dunn?
I miss having you in here, Derek. You know, a lot of time. You know, you're busy all the time now with the new position.
Well, and like I told you earlier today, I should be more available now on Saturdays, which I'm very excited about. I actually got off of Saturdays working as a floor, so my Saturday evenings are now available. I'm just, working the 10-hour shift on Saturday makes me very tired. So
I really missed you last. I was by myself.
Oh man,
I was by myself last week. I was like, where the hell's Derek?
Got Sassy in the chat as well. Emily, there's Emily.
Emily.
Mighty Hammer in the chat as well.
Mighty.
What's up? What's up?
I'm glad to see Emily's chat. Getting in it. She watches all the time. But
she, once in a blue moon, we'll see her chat, right?
Yeah, I mean, she she's a little shy sometimes, but she she likes to chat. She likes to listen. And then we have a routine. When I get in the car, I text her and tell her I'm on my way, and she'll have something ready for me. It's cool. I like it.
Nice little setup there.
I like to domesticated.
Great.
I appreciate everybody tuning in and chatting. It's cool.
Sure, we have a lot of our people that may not have made the final table, but played in our tournament. I'm sure a lot of those players are watching right now. Julian asking in the chat, D, how was the PLO streets? Lost right now, but we'll be looking to be playing after the stream if the game's still running. Daniel down to the question here. What's up, Derek? Have they discussed possibly chopping? Really hoping to see Vidi ship it all. From my experience, Yanni, Suju, and Vidi don't typically chop. They typically like to play for it all, especially Yanni. And I know he's very competitive, very good tournament player. So I think we could see this go to the end if we see any of those 3 players still in the mix. Richard Greenberg, Derek and Mitch, glad to see you guys back doing the stream tonight. It's very impressive how smoothly the tournaments run. Large fields, big payouts, and well-run events. Great, friendly staff. And that's great to see you in the chat, Richard. And I couldn't agree more. Obviously, both Mitch and I are a little bit biased, but I'd say Mitch has more experience dealing tournaments across the country. And I know from your experience, you say this is probably one of the best run card rooms in the country.
I mean, it is. It's, I've dealt in a lot, and there's a lot of drama in a lot of the rooms. But this is, there's a lot of dealers here. There's some, but it's very smooth. Victor and the guys have done a great job. Leon, Chris, Nick, Mike, these guys all do an excellent job. And they're well liked by the staff, and that's hard to find. That's really hard to find. Roger going to have the Jack 10 here and the button. He'll make the call. Suju's going to call. Lucky River would much rather see something a little better than a 6-3 offsuit. But at least he'll get to see a flop here.
Just complete nothing here. Lucky River does flop bottom pair.
Bottom pair, but he can't be happy with it.
Wouldn't be surprised if Lucky River puts out a little feeler bet out here, just to deny some equity to those overcards, and charge those flush draws as well. It's like Roger will make the call here with the Jack 10, probably more live than he thinks, or he's a lot more live than he actually thinks here. River will be an 8. Lucky River with the best hand, and Roger seems like a pretty passive player here, so he will check back, not wanting to turn his hand into a bluff, though it might have worked here. And Lucky River going to win 1,000,000 chips here.
Wow.
Off a bottom pair on the flop.
Looks like Daniel's been playing a little poker here in TCH.
Yeah, Daniel's a regular player. He plays on our stream quite often, on our Tuesday stream. And he said he played poker up north for the first time last night. I'll be staying in Dallas from now on. Yeah. I mean, nothing's worse than driving an hour and a half up to Choctaw, firing a couple bullets in the tournament, and then firing in the cash games and losing it all, and then having to drive all the way back. So a lot of us could probably tell from personal experience.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, have you looked at the events coming up in the...
I have. Yeah.
Okay. I was over the other room, and I wanted to see if we had a seniors event.
I don't think we do.
I tried looking twice, and every time I tried to look, somebody would come up and talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if we have, a seniors event. No seniors event?
I don't think there's no seniors event, no ladies event either.
Well, who put this together? I got to talk to somebody.
Oh, they do have a seniors
event.
event.
We do have a seniors event. Okay, good. I'm playing.
So there is a seniors event. I don't think there was a ladies event, though. I think it would be cool if we had like a tag team event too.
Yeah, I like that. I played one of those. Actually, I played one in Vegas and one at Live in Maryland.
I think that'd be really fun. The only thing with those events is that you typically don't have breaks, and that would make it very difficult for our tournament staff to logistically.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we have a raise and a 3-bet here. A raise, a call, and a 3-bet. Viddy going to fold his 3s. Suju taking the aggressive route here. Roger going to come along. There's already 3.3 million in the pot. Barely, or less than a pot-sized bet there for Roger, and it comes 9 high. Not a great flop for Suju, but does have the pre-flop range advantage. Can have all the overpairs. And it's a relatively safe flop in the sense it's going to be hard for Roger to connect with this board as well. And that's a very nice hand there for Suju.
Roger looks familiar. Has he made the final table, or have I just dealt to him here in the room?
He might just fall under the certain demographic of white male, aged 50 to 75.
I don't know.
And there's quite a few of those players in our
room?
player pool.
Yeah. No, I mean, he looks from. I mean, I know I've dealt to him. You know, I just don't know if I've dealt to him. I don't know if he was at the final table.
I'm sure he's made a final table of some sort. If he's the final table of our 1600 entrant event.
Why do he's interested in a tag team tournament?
I'm sure they're gonna have this event. I mean, we've been wanting to do a series in Dallas for years, right? Now that we finally have 2 rooms, finally able to do a series like this, and I'm sure they're gonna take the feedback from the players and make certain adjustments. Chris here going to go all in with the ace king of clubs in the small blind. I don't think Mo has no other choice but to call, unfortunately. And he's going to see that he's in a bad shape here, but does have live cards. We got a 60-40 here. Chris with the lead right now. Mo at risk with the queen 10 of hearts. Come ace high.
There's a heart. He needs some help here on the turn, and he gets it.
Wow.
And then a straight and a flush draw.
That is the best turn card for Mo. 10 on the river.
10.
Red card,
Diamond.
but not the right suit.
Wow.
What a turn card there for Mo. Seems like a fair fight on the turn there, right?
Yeah, I mean, he had to be happy with it. And even when the river came, it's like, oh no, that's a 10. I already have one of those. I needed a heart.
Well, and that will be our 7th place finisher, Mo, taking home a nice little prize there of, I believe, 8,700. So 8,700 for Mo off of a $300 bind. Can't really be upset about that. Of course, everyone looking for that top prize of 60,000. Each player now guaranteed 11,500, and we're in the 5-figure score now, which is typically what we'd see for first place for most of our Saturday tournaments.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the action here. Yanni.
Yanni with the ace jack.
Got a few more people in the chat here. Kimmy Stone in the chat says, hi, Derek and Mitch. Congrats, TCH, on a great first monthly event. Thank you so much, Kimmy, for tuning in.
Yeah, I saw Kimmy earlier today. I didn't deal to her, but I did see her in the room. It's always nice to see her and Hayden. Really nice people.
Absolutely. Mark in the chat. Oh, man.
You started it.
Yeah. Guess I need to choose my words a little more carefully here.
Mark, if it's any consolation, I kind of gave him a little bit of look here in the booth. I do dig the felt, though. I got to tell you, I'm digging the felt.
How many total entries do we have? 1,615.
Come on, Kimmy. You believe this? You see what she's writing? She's retired from tournament poker? We gotta come up with some kind of tournament to get her to come out of retirement.
Players.
Mark says, you deserve more than a look.
Okay.
Mark has a good sense of humor. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he's okay.
Okay.
Who's the best dealer in the booth? I'm the best dealer over the age of 50 in the booth.
And I'm the best dealer under the age of 50 in the booth.
I'm the best left-handed dealer.
And I'm the best right-handed
There it
dealer.
We agree.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's you. I mean, you know. Suji here now turning an open ender. Roger still behind here. Looks like he's considering a call. Will make the call on the turn. What a call there. Wow. And if Suji checks back here, he's gonna be like, "What in the world? How did this happen? How did you get to the river at pocket threes?" He's just owning. He's just man, and right as if on cue, right when I'm dissing Roger, he just owns Suju there with the soul read there. Nice hand there for Roger, up to 4.5 million. Julie in the chat, Mitch is by far away better. Derek has barely dealt during a short stint as a dealer. Hey, I actually had the deal yesterday. We were short-handed on dealers. I opened a tournament table. But there was no one at the podium.
but like, now you kind of hung up the what, I don't know what do you the cards?
No, I was able to actually deal quite well. I guess from my perspective.
But you're going for the suit and tie now.
No tie, just suit.
You look like one of the Beatles. There was a time there where your hair got a little away from you a little bit, about a couple months ago.
No, I'm actually that's never happening again.
It's back to normal, but it did have a kind of like modern day Beatles look to it. It did have a little bit, you know.
If the Beatles are Asian, I guess.
Well, you know, I'm just we were talking about the hair.
Gotcha.
We were talking about hair last week. Tika was in the box. We were talking about hair. You know, nothing against Adam. He's got, you know, hair.
Man, I'm getting a lot of hate for, you know, okay. I'm just gonna shut up. Danny Vance in the chat now, chiming in.
Oh, somebody must have called him.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you hear what Derek said?
Get it? We gotta, you know, destroy him in the chat now. Chris taking the aggressive route here. Roger still with his gut shot and king high. So I imagine he might fold this turn card here. He could make a play at the pot here, but we'll just fold, wait up for a better spot.
That's funny. That's funny.
Jeremy Derringer in the chat asking, can you explain the cost to enter for a first timer? So first off, you do need a member of our card club, so I guess I'll go ahead and go over that. You can either pay a daily membership of $10, a monthly of $30, or a yearly of $300. Then once all your membership fees are covered, you can just buy in for the tournament, and this tournament in particular was a $300 buy-in for a 250K guaranteed event. We had day one starting on Wednesday up until last night, and then day two today was at noon.
Well, maybe we should go over a little bit more, because when I first started, you know, dealing with tournament poker, I didn't quite understand the day one A, day one B, A, you know. So
yeah, it can be kind of confusing, right? If you're used to playing typically a one-day tournament, right? And most tournaments are just one day. You know, obviously we have limited space here, so to be able to host such a big guarantee, we want to have multiple flights so we can either meet the guarantee or surpass it, which most cases in our multi-flight tournaments it does surpass the guarantee. Obviously, you know, when the guarantees get that big as well, a lot of players want to play the tournament. So we want to have multiple flights, give a lot of people opportunities to play them throughout the week. And you know, a lot of people have 9-to-5 jobs Monday through Friday, so we have flights during the week for people that have the option to play during the week, and of course flights during the weekend. Right. So people that get off work can come enjoy our tournaments.
So say Monday would be day one. We'd have 2 flights. A tournament day one starting at 10, and then at 5, I think it was.
5 p.m. Yeah, I think it started on Wednesday, but yeah, same basic principle there.
And then Tuesday would be still day one.
Yeah, day 1A, 1B, 1C, and then the 8% of each flight, which a flight typically means the one of the day ones, right? So day 1A, day 1B, those are individual flights. The top 8% of those flights make it onto day 2, which was today, and all those flights combine to play down to a final winner. And we're seeing the final table right now of this past week's multi-flight tournament. Jack in the chat here asking, is TCH 18 plus? Yes, it is. 18 years age or older to play poker in any of our card rooms across the state.
Right, that should be right. But you don't want 7-year-olds. I don't want to take a 7-year-old's lunch money. Come in and play.
I could see it that way, Zillion Banks, but you know, there's a lot of benefits for having a membership-based poker room versus in a casino, right? I mean, we have a non-rake structure for our cash games. Also, the membership is the method to keep it legal, right? Because it has to be in a private space. Got some multi-way action here. Yanni just limping in with the 8s. Sitting on a shorter stack. Just wanted to keep the pot small. Play some small ball poker here. Lucky River gonna raise it to 2 million. And I'm wondering if Yanni's just gonna stick it in here.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, he's in pretty good shape. The other players are sharing cards, 2 aces.
We'll just let it go.
He's just gonna lay it down.
Now the pay jumps are starting to get large here, so I mean, I think he thinks he has an advantage post flop, which I would totally agree with. He's a very, very solid player, and I think from a tournament player I heard once is if you feel like you have an advantage over the field post flop, you really don't want to be put in 50-50 scenarios, right? I mean, because then you're just pure gambling, coin flipping. Now, if it's the opposite, right? If you feel like a person, like if I'm playing on the table and I'm against Vidi, I want to be in coin flip scenarios. I don't want to play post flop against him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be going all in a lot against him with hands that I might be flipping with. That's my personal strategy that way. Like against players I think I have an edge against, I want to play more post flop. Against players that I think are better than me, I'm going to try to get in coin flip scenarios.
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you.
Jack in the chat says, awesome SMU student here. Well, you can sign up at any of one of our locations, and a membership is good at any of our locations as well. Same with the time. So we just started that recently, so it makes it a little more streamlined to play across the state of Texas at any of our locations.
I thought I saw somebody was mentioning they were watching from overseas back with the chat. Can you go back and see?
Yeah, I think someone said they're watching from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Lucky you. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to our live stream. It's your first time? Welcome, welcome. My name is Derek. I'm commentating tonight with my co-commentator, Mitch.
It looks like we're going to be pretty busy in the next month or so. We got to get to talking about this Poker Atlas thing's going on. You can see it up there at the top of the screen there.
Richard Greenberg was actually with a great question in the chat. Any feedback on the earlier start times of 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. versus 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.? I know I haven't really heard too much, but I could see arguments. Poker players tend to stay up quite late to play cards, right? So I think the 10 a.m. is quite early for a lot of our players, but you also have to think about some people also like waking up early too. So I think it's a good range.
Yeah, if you like it at 11, we still can start at 10. You could late register.
Yeah, there's plenty of time too, right? Over 4.5 hours in late registration.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a morning person, even though I do work the morning shift. I'm not a morning person, so I mean, I've learned it's probably better to late reg from you anyway, Derek.
Right.
So yeah, I'm all for the 10-5 start.
Hey, Michael Ramirez in the chat says, "Hey, Derek." Actually, one of my good friends from college hopping in the chat. What's up, Michael? Appreciate you supporting the stream. Got a question here in the chat. Matt Moyer, if 7 to 8 members wanted to play a private tournament, would you accommodate? And that's actually the first time I've probably seen a question like that. I know we make accommodations for cash games before. For like a private tournament, I don't know.
Like a sit
maybe
and go?
A sit and go is very possible.
Yeah, I mean, that's what that is. That's a sit and go. I mean,
I don't see why not. But
I mean, we're not going to do it on a Friday night.
Yeah.
But
it's a great question.
I mean, Tuesday nights,
but we typically have tournaments on every night of the week, so that's the only issues. Our tournament staff's
Yeah.
pretty busy just keeping weekly tournaments going.
Yeah, but a sit and go could pretty much
Raise to 6.
run itself, right? If it's
Sure.
7 or 8, it's just one table.
Yeah, the screen has the blind levels going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely something to consider. And thank you for the question, Matt. David Nash in the quick chat asking, how much does it cost to sit at a table? So after all your membership fees are covered, all of our cash games, regardless of the stakes, are going to be $13 an hour. Lucky River going to outflop Krish here. Well, he was in the lead pre-flop, does flop second pair, and second pair six-handed. Should be pretty good a lot of the time here. Cutoff versus button. As Krish is going to be playing a wide variety of hands here. Hey, Leo in the chat as well. Appreciate it, buddy, for the nice commentary. This is goated commentating from Derek with the goat emoji. Lego here with some constructive criticism in the chat. I don't like 20-minute blinds in a multi-flight tournament, and I totally understand that being a player as myself. I think they did try to kind of find the balance by making day 2 go up to 30-minute levels, but I totally understand your thoughts on that, Lego. I'm wondering if they could maybe go, find a healthy balance. Maybe go to 25-minute blind levels on day 1 and maybe 40-minute on day 2. I don't know how people would think about that. I kind of understand the reasoning for not doing 30 minutes on the day 1s. We have so many flights and 2 flights in the same days. There'd be so much overlap in a limited space. Yanni going to flop a bottom pair. Roger with the 9-5.
Curious to see how Yanni plays this. Oh, I didn't see he had bet.
Definitely pros and cons to both. I know a lot of players that might have had to work, say on like Friday or during the week, and then come in to play our 5 p.m. flight. They're like, well, I can't play all night, But
yeah,
20-minute blind levels make the tournament end a little bit quicker. Traveling being in the chat asking, how does the Poker Atlas Survivor tournament work? I don't know how that one specifically works. I would need to look at the structure sheet. If anyone has any questions regarding any of the events, you can actually go to texascardhouse.com. If you click on the Poker Atlas Tour banner, it has a list of all of our events, like over 21 events. You click on each individual one, it'll show you the structure sheet and any questions they might have. But typically for Survivor tournaments, it's a set entry fee. Say it's a $1,000 buy-in or what have you. And then instead of playing down to a winner, they're going to play down to 20 to 25% of the field. And then once you get down to 25% of the field, everyone gets the same payout. From my experience. And I don't know if there's any other style Survivor tournaments you might have heard of, Mitch. They're typically 20 to 25% of the field, and then everyone gets the same payout. Mark Toulouse with a suggestion here. I'd say 30-minute levels on day 1, but don't play to 8%. Just play to a certain level and reach the money day 2.
that's interesting.
That's definitely, I could definitely get behind that, honestly. Because I know I myself like 30-minute levels as well. My only concern with that, I think a certain percentage of the players don't like the idea of making it to day 2 and not cashing.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, and plus, I don't know, it would affect. Once you start getting close to that level, it's going to affect the play too much, I think. Whereas you play down to a certain
percentage rather than there's pros and cons to both, and I'm sure they're going to take all the comments here into consideration to.
Yeah, but once
I mean, I good event.
I got to go to percentage. I don't know a level. All right, Vini's going to raise it up here. Yanni will throw away the king queen.
I might have shipped it in there with the king queen sitting on just over 10 big blinds.
Well, he's got the. I think he's got too many people behind him.
It's very tough. I'm not going to lie, I don't really have much experience playing on final table big pay jump scenario, so I don't know what the ICM would say in that spot. Lucky River going to flop top pair, running pretty hot on these flops.
Yeah, with the spade. Really doesn't have a spade.
Pretty standard call here. Some merit to raising, but I feel like Vidi has enough bluffs here to where you want Vidi to continue barreling. So if I'm Lucky River here, I'm just making the call here, keeping all of Vidi's bluffs available. Now the only
Wow.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
the only or the bad side of just calling there, right? You give him more opportunities to bluff you off of turn cards. Like say Vidi has a hand like King Queen right now. He's of course firing at this turn card here a lot of the time.
Wow.
Oh, when it goes runner flush.
Wow, Vidi, he checked the turn there. He checked the turn and let Lucky River get there on the river. Talk about Lucky River.
Very, very Lucky River there indeed. Vidi there checking the turn for pot control, maybe in a way behind, way scenario,
Yeah,
way behind, way ahead scenario, which is definitely possible. Lucky River having a lot of flushes in his range there. Lucky River now up to 35 big blinds, up to 10 million in chip stack. Vidi still sitting on about 14 million. And Roger in the 6 seat, the short stack, sitting on 2.7 million. Frogzilla in the chat says he's excited for triple draw, and I'm actually very excited for that event as well. If I'm not working that day, I'm definitely gonna be firing at least 2 bullets. I think.
Yeah, I was like I said earlier, I was trying to look at the events coming up, and I saw a lot of odd games, and I'm like, and I thought of you and a couple other the dealers here that like to play these games. So it could get interesting.
Where will the Poker Atlas tournament be held? Dallas location? It'll actually be held in both locations. So we'll give a little more information as we get through this tournament here. Let's see the flop here. Chris gonna flop bottom pair. Lucky River with 2 overs, backdoor straight, and the flush possibilities.
I wonder what Lucky River's thinking about here.
Nice hit there for Krish. Yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how insane our Poker Atlas tour is going to be in the next few weeks. Actually,
Yeah.
we're actually starting off our entire series with a 1 million guaranteed event. Man, it's been what, 2 years since we've had our $1 million guarantee back in like 2 years ago in September. We're bringing it back here in Dallas for a $500 buy-in, 30K starting stack. We have it's a 2-day event, over 15 flights. And actually, Mitch and I were looking at the advertisement while we were eating at the bar.
Yeah.
And there's for 5 days, there's 1 flight at 10 a.m. at Dallas, a 2 p.m. flight at Las Colinas, and then a 5 p.m. turbo flight. So for the same price, you can make day 2 for probably 80% of the amount of time it might take you for the other flights. So you can make day 2, and then it combines all together on a final day. Should be a lot of fun. And, we will be streaming that final table, of course. Mitch and I imagine, if we're not working, I guess. So we were talking about that as well.
I plan on playing in it.
GP in the chat asking, what does PFR mean? Pre-flop raise percentage. So the percentage that each player raises when they enter the pot. Well, we have an uptick of viewership in here. 670 of y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Kind of like that.
Really appreciate it. If you're just now tuning in or watching the final table of our monthly 250K, the even bigger one, as we're calling it. We have the big one 20K guaranteed. The
then
bigger one, the
even-
50K,
yeah, now
and then
now this is the even bigger one.
yeah. This makes it easy to adjust the advertisements, right? Just kind of add a few more letters.
I think the next one's just going to be huge.
The huge one.
The
Yeah.
huge one.
The monster one. My pleasure, GP. Of course, anyone has any other questions for me or Mitch in the chat, go and throw them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. Get down to our final 6 players. All these players playing for that first place prize. Wow, say that multiple times fast.
First place. Yeah,
First
you're right.
place prize of $60,000 for a $300 buy-in. Hard to beat that.
Chris going to look down at King Queen here. Raise it up a little bit.
Can I get a Red Bull?
Roger.
Heads up. Yep.
I feel like we've seen a lot of 9-high flops. It's been all in from Krish.
You don't have it?
His aggression will get Roger to fold. Roger down to that 6 big blinds now, but we've seen bigger comebacks.
Yeah, Roger's going to have to. He's going to be a small blind on this hand, and then he's going to have to do something. Blinds are coming around. They're pretty hefty. So Roger's going to have to maybe create his own magic here.
Adrian in the chat saying Vidi is always on these final tables. How? Yeah, we were just discussing that at the start too.
You know, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if 75% of the tournaments on Saturdays, because he's not in it every Saturday.
He's kind of a field player, you know. It's
I mean, you can find him at the cash table.
Wow, this is a really large raise here from Krish, going 4x. Really
And
putting a lot of pressure on the blinds.
Roger just might. Is he just going to make the call?
Interesting here, leaving himself to only 450K back here, just over a big blind. I mean, you kind of just have to go with any flop here, I think, if you're Roger. Does find a pair.
Roger does hit the 8. Now see. Now, had he gone all in pre-flop, Krish would have had to make the call, right?
For sure.
But
yeah.
he's going to get the Krish to make the call anyway because it's really not that much.
Yeah, making the
And,
absolute maximum
I mean,
here.
Roger's Krish drawing dead here. And Roger's going to double up.
Adam Hernandez in the chat. One of our floors here at TCH Dallas. I'm on a delay and 2 quick knockouts to start. Yeah, it was pretty. That seems to happen a lot, actually. Like 2 or 3 people get knocked out very quickly, and then it kind of settles down as the pay jumps get larger. Roger now actually taking over Yanni in position here. Yanni now the short stack on life support. Oh, I say life support, but 10 big blinds right now, still
Yeah.
plenty to work with.
Yeah, you know.
Roger was on life support.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, Yanni's a little under the weather, but he's young. You know, he can recoup. Nothing against Roger, but Roger was, you know.
What are you trying to say, Mitch? Are you saying that if Roger can do it, anyone can do it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I'm just saying he was on fumes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
his chip stack is what I'm saying.
And again, the 9-high flop. It's funny when you see this happen, back-to-back hands.
Yeah, it's crazy.
4.
You know, and I'm thinking, this is his 3rd week in a row at the final table. I think he's at the same seat all the time.
It's a lucky seat.
I'm telling you, I think he's at the same seat every time.
For all our viewers out there, we got 680 of y'all watching. If you had to hit that like button, please do hit that like button. Helps the channel out a bunch. if you're enjoying our content so far, do consider subscribing to our channel. Do stream every single week on Tuesdays for our cash games here in Dallas. And every Saturday we do stream our final table, whether it's for our big one or bigger one. And then it looks like we're going to have a monthly 250K every Sunday. So should be a lot of fun if you enjoy any kind of poker these next few months.
Roger doubling up, not getting a hand worth calling at least.
There you go.
Seems like Yanni and Roger like to play a lot of small ball poker here.
Yeah.
They don't want to make the pots too big. Just try to outplay their opponents or keep it so there's enough play in
Call. Heads up.
here. And Roger actually going to make the call here, way ahead of Lucky River. Will come queen high though. Nice flop there for Lucky River.
Check, check. All in.
Lucky River will take it down. I tell you, a Lucky River, he's a big tournament player. He plays a lot of our tournaments, and I tell you, he catches my attention when I sit down at the table, even when I'm dealing. He plays. I don't know. It's different. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, well, everyone has a different style, right? And some may work better than others, and
his it works
seems
very
to work
well.
very well.
I mean, it works very well. I see him,
Call.
Roger's exact stack depth here. Interesting that he's electing to
All in.
just call here, but it looks like it's going to get Vinny to just spaz out here with the 9-10, and now Roger in a great spot here to make another double up, and Vinny here putting his stack to work, but in terrible shape right now. Needs to hit a 9 and a 9 only.
you're looking for a 9 and a 9 only.
8-ball corner pocket, but
Almost.
not the right number.
And Roger,
Look at him, up to 20 big blinds now. Mighty Hammer and Sassy
2,200,000.
head of the bed. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all's support, and y'all have a great night.
I dealt to both of them today. Nice young couple from Montana.
Yeah.
You know, up there in the Yellowstone area. Roger coming alive on life support. I think he ate his spinach. He's papaying up. Is that a term? Did I just make that up? Look at Roger.
He was a man with a plan there. He limped with the intention to call and all in, and
He's got bad intentions there with that.
yeah, great play there from Roger.
Call.
He's gonna stay. He's gonna try and play the heat here.
So is the bigger one dead from Scott? I don't think so. I mean, I think they're going to do like a build-up, right? Maybe first 2 weeks will be the 365 20K. The third week of the month will be the $500 50K. And then the final week of each month will be their $300 250K. So I think they're going to try to do like a build-up every single month, Scott.
Yeah, it is an ugly feeling when you get snap called. It is. What's this? Yanni fresh off cataract operation?
I think he's joking with the glasses.
Okay. Because, you know, right before I came to Dallas, I had cataract surgery on both my eyes. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, actually, Victor called me when he was opening it up. And he told me about the room. He said, hey, you might want to come check this out. I said, well, I can't see. I can't see. I had a operation.
I mean, who knows? I mean, he might have had
Yeah.
surgery. Maybe that's why he has to wear the glasses.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I was only really, I mean, the procedure didn't take long. It wasn't painful. And, you know, the next day I was outside in the sun. It was, you know.
Is it going to happen at all next month? Probably not, because we're going to be very busy with our Poker Atlas tour.
Yeah.
Over 21 events. I think the month of August we are gonna not do our even bigger one, but you know, from the next month after that, September on, we're gonna be doing the 250K guaranteed every single month.
Looks like Roger's getting some love.
From Jack in our chat. I believe our SMU student. Yanni here with Queens, the spot he's been waiting for.
Well, let's see how he wants to play it. Now this is what I'm curious. Some players would just jam and just take down the blinds. I want to see how Yanni plays this. There's only one person. Well, he still has the big blind. Roger.
Yeah, I'm more tempted to jam here, so I can still get called by hands like 9s, 10s, or jacks. You know, if you just call and see a flop, it comes like ace high or king high. It's kind of hard to navigate with queens, right? I want to see all 5 cards here with queens. And, you know, Yanni be doing this with all the similar hands like ace jack, pocket 8s, pocket 10s, pocket 9s, ace queen, ace king.
See, this is why the young man has made the final table 3 times. He doesn't just act, he thinks it out there. He's going to make the call. He's not going to like what he sees.
Yanni in great shape right now, needs just if he had a king. Suju probably happy that he's actually even live here. Oh, and king right on the flop. Brutal there for Yanni. Needs to find a jack or
the last queen, right? All the queens are gone?
And no one has a heart, and that will be a knockout there. Yanni, probably one of the tougher players on this final table, eliminated in 6th place. Yanni taking home a nice payday of $11,500. Each player now guaranteed $15,000. We're down to our final 5 players. We got Christian the 1 seat, Vidi in the 4 seat, Roger in the 6 seat, Suju in the 8, and Lucky River in the 9.
I tell you, congratulations going out to Yanni. All these guys at the final table here, they know how good of a player he is, and they're breathing a little easier. You know, not only are they climbing up the ladder of the payouts, but they know that one of the better players at the table is gone. So, congratulations, Yanni.
I'll let you walk through that.
Got Lucky River here, the big stack, up to 47 big blinds. Suju up to 45 big blinds. Vidi falling down just a little bit there. And Roger, Krish battling it out there for the 4th and 5th positions. Of course, Gigi's in the chat for Yanni. Played a really great tournament here.
Yeah, no, I forgot. If you had reminded me, I would have told it. Because it's not aces. But it could be one of us.
Oh, Lucky River's 3s just got counterfeited. He doesn't care. He's going to fire out at it, take it down, and show him. That's pretty funny.
Now about an hour into our stream now, up to 763 viewers. Really appreciate everyone watching across the state, across the country, and across the world. We did see one viewer there from the Philippines. Really appreciate everyone for tuning in.
Well, you know, they could tell us, you know, it might be other people. Tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah, I actually think this would be a great time to hear from our viewers.
Yeah.
Now that we're an hour into our stream, we want to know where you're watching TCH Live from, whether it's in the state of Texas, in Dallas, or any other state, or maybe another country even. So let us know in the chat right now where you're watching TCH live from, as Roger here going to limp in again with the
Yeah, he go
ace-king.
limp in with the ace-king here.
Maybe setting the trap here.
He got bad intentions.
Oh, boy. And Roger here
I call.
laying the trap, and Krish running into it here. Roger again with the ace-king, a dominating hand against Krish's king-9, and we might get down to four-handed.
Give me a 9.
Krish at risk here, needs to hit a 9.
He's calling for a 9. I heard him.
Oh,
and
my
there it
God.
is.
Oh, my. Oh.
Unbelievable.
What the heck?
Is that trying to steal the pot?
Just trying to steal the pot.
Is this trying to
Wow.
Unbelievable here. 9 on the river. Krish hit the 3 outer.
Hats off to Roger. He laid the trap perfectly, and it worked all the way until the river.
Unfortunate spot there for Roger. Now down to 650,000.
Wow.
Krish up to 10 million in chips. What a brutal Rubik card there. I mean, we saw Roger build a stack up from 6 big blinds, now only down to 2 big blinds.
Wow.
Or maybe even less. No, he's down to 50,000.
Wow.
This might be it for Roger, unfortunately.
That was be good.
Wow.
All right, we'll keep the chat flowing just a little bit longer. We'll start doing some shout outs here for where everyone's watching TCH live from.
This hand or next hand?
I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this. When you make the final table and you run into a hand like that, it just wants to it makes you just want to jump up and down and scream. I'll say that. Can I'll keep it clean. Yeah, it makes you want to jump up and down and scream. That was just brutal. So Krish with the double up,
Yeah, I need.
crippling Roger.
You're gonna protect your hand. Yeah. So it's gonna be 150.
I don't really see anybody getting crazy during this hand. They're going to see what Roger wants to do. A little bit of money involved in that, so I don't see
Is
anybody.
Roger ahead?
I don't see anybody.
I think Roger's ahead. Does
Yeah.
flop a queen. This guy does not want to go home just yet. Will win the main pot.
Oh, nice.
Nice hand.
Nice hand, sir.
So pocket 5 side. And the main.
And there it
I
is.
didn't mean to throw that.
Does it go to the hand?
All right, let's go to the chat here.
Yeah, well, we got some.
They might have just changed.
I hope Emily posted Frisco. I like when Emily posts these messages.
Providence, Rhode Island, Richmond Hill, Georgia,
There's
from
also-
R Punisher 7 in on the Twitch side of things. Sydney, Australia from Peter Marshall,
There you
Missouri, Mississippi, Denton, Texas, Modesto, California, Prosper, Texas, Murphy, Singapore,
Singapore. All right.
Bay City, Michigan, far away in Flower Mound, Texas. Hey, actually, that's where I grew up, Stephen. Jacksonville, I think it's Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia, Oklahoma, Central Louisiana, Massachusetts. Just going to go ahead and skip that from Julian. Philippines, North Florida. Really appreciate everyone for hopping in and participating in the chat.
Was that Providence, Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Smallest state, right? Rhode Island. A lot of international. I like that. Look at this. Somebody had 5s last hand.
Yeah, the ante's in here for the 100, and then
This
it's
is the outside.
it should be. What is it? That.
I think 100 should be the anyway.
There's
I think I have.
a late entry there, Spokane, Washington.
Auckland, New Zealand.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one.
Looks like they're fixing up the side pot here. Have another international viewer, Montreal, Quebec.
I've been to Montreal. I've not been to New Zealand.
Good luck, sir.
Oh, outs for Roger here. Could find a heart, jack, or 9, and there it is.
Wow. Wow.
This guy will not go away. Up to 1.2 million now. Was sitting on 50,000.
We're getting a smile out of Roger.
Everyone's like, oh my god, for the love of God, please knock out. I want the $4,000 pay jump.
Yeah. Apparently it's good poker in Rhode Island. I've been to Rhode Island.
Yeah, everyone currently locked up at 11,500. Excuse me. No, they're locked at 15,000. So it was a $5,000 pay jump here. So each player guaranteed 15,000. Next pay jump at 20,000. Of course, first place, $60,000.
Did Ace High beat you? Did his Ace High beat you? Also,
Roger lives.
All 350.
Get it in there with the Queen Deuce. Let's go. Suju with the 8-3.
Roger getting a lot of support here in the chat.
350.
Smeggy710 in the chat says, watching from the UK for the first time. Well, welcome. Hope you're enjoying our stream so far. We do stream every single week. Tuesdays, we stream our either 5, 10, 25, or quarter 50 cash game here live in Dallas, Texas. And on Saturdays, we typically stream the final table of our weekly Saturday tournament. And we'll be streaming a lot more on Sundays now. I guess once a month for the final table of our 250K.
Yeah.
And we do stream final tables for any of our large tournaments. Ziggy814 asking, what was the buy-in for this tournament? $300 US. Had 1,615 entrants over the course of 8 flights. We had 2 a day from Wednesday all the way through Saturday. And then day 2 was today. We had about 130, I think, made day 2 starting at noon today. So they've been playing since noon. So these players have been playing 10 hours today.
We got Doug here trying to give Roger a little instructions from the chat.
yeah, I thought I was doing you a favor, but you had a good hand.
I gotta tell you, I think I like Doug's instructions here. Vinny with a suited ace here.
Raise to 7.
Going to raise it up. Roger, I'm feeling an all in right here. What do you think?
All in.
And I'm assuming he's going to get a call
How much is that?
from Suju.
I think we'll definitely see a call here. Not reopening the action, so if Suji makes the call, he doesn't have to worry about Vidi re-jamming.
He
Well, hold on,
still
hold on
has
here.
Lucky River still to act behind him, and Krish, but they'll throw that away. Looks like we're going to go three-handed here to the flop, and let's see how Roger handles this. He's going up against 2 players here again. Tournament life on the line, looking for a king or a queen, and there it is.
Oh my gosh.
In the window. Unreal. Another one.
It's kind of locked up here.
Roger's going to take it all down. Look at this.
I got 2 cards.
We got to see all hands.
Nice.
Wow. And he lives on from 50,000
There it
chips
is.
to 3.5 million in about 4 hands.
Somebody call Bart. Somebody call Bart.
He must have taken the Bart
Yeah.
Bogard masterclass on short stack play here.
Wow.
You know, I gotta say, Roger did it with 2 chips.
Yeah,
Bart only did it with 1
One
chip.
chip. Yes, yes, that's true. That is true. But Roger could best him because, as I recall, did Bart finish second?
He did. I
If
think,
Roger
yeah.
goes on to win it all, he could set the new standard.
From the 2 chips in the chair.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my
But
god.
but we may be getting ahead of ourselves.
No, for sure. There's still 5 players left. A lot of action. You know, Vidi here sitting with the overwhelming chip lead before, but you know now sitting in 3rd place, so we know anything could happen here.
Everybody loves the underdog. Roger getting all kind of support.
Three players.
Come ace high, top pair for Suju. Definitely a spot where he could check sometimes, bet sometimes. Definitely a spot where he's either way ahead or way behind when they're playing five-handed.
I don't think he's going to get a call. I think he'll take this down with this bet.
Yeah, it's just on a board like that with no real draws available, it's tough to get called by a hand that you're just absolutely crushing, right? Sometimes I'd like a checks there just to make sure to keep the pot small and manageable. And like I said before, a lot of times you're either way ahead or way behind. Sometimes you want your opponent to maybe catch up with a pair to get a little more value. But I'm sure he's totally fine taking the pot down there too as well.
You know, another double up for Roger, and he'll pass VD and chips.
Well, it seems like we have some debate over who's going to get first or second here in the chat. And now that we're down to final 5 players, let us know in the chat who you're rooting for. Who do you think is going to win this whole thing? Is it going to be Krish, Vidi, Roger, Suju, or Lucky River? Let us know in the chat right now who you think is going to win this whole tournament for $60,000.
Who you got taking it down?
You know, I think I saw a comment there from Julian. You know, we've seen Vidi make a lot of final tables for our bigger turns, but he's never taken it down. And I have a feeling this might be his time here. So I'm going to go for Vidi. You know, very solid player. Obviously, he hasn't been running well in the all, so you do need to win your all-ins in tournaments.
Yeah, I know a couple of times he was a little disappointed in his play. He took it a little too, well, not as serious as he should, and I saw him come back the week. I mean, he was back-to-back weeks. The second week he came back, he was all business. Unfortunately, he didn't. I think he finished second that week. But he could have, well, he's got a good hand right here.
Yeah, ace-queen. Five-handed. Definitely happy to get him money in pre-flop, but Suji will make the call here with a suited king. Pretty standard here
Call safe.
to defend with a suited king. We'll come 10 high.
Check.
So you're going to make the call here.
Check. Check.
Interesting.
Check.
King. King.
Video take it down. Really didn't like that call on the flop.
Yeah, very likely that Suji could have just any of those pairs on the board, calling from the big blind, right? I mean, flop a pair, no limit hold, I'm definitely going to call at least one street. Looks like someone in the chat asking for some payouts here. Going to throw them back on the screen.
You know, I like seeing where people in the chat are from. I love the international places. We do have a lot of players that do come here from Europe, from all over the world. A lot of Europeans come here. See a lot of Canadians come down. So you know, word's spreading. You know, Texas poker, we're leading the way here. You know, TCH is
especially
leading
in
the way.
Dallas for sure.
7.
Well, you can almost argue that TCH was kind of the founder of Texas poker, to be honest. I mean, I think before any rooms were opened in Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, I think one of the very first card rooms in the state of Texas was in Austin, Texas, and it was TCH Austin. So they've kind of been the leader of legal card rooms here in the state for quite a while now.
And we continue to lead the way. Several card rooms, what, 5, 6? Throughout the state. You know, I wonder if they thought about taking it nationwide. You know, you could have a Texas card house in Vegas. Texas card house, you know, in Delaware. Why not? People
I think you'd have to deal with gaming commissions then.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you're right there. Of course, you'd have to deal with casinos, going up against casinos. But you know, you could take Texas Courthouse nationwide.
Oh my gosh, it looks like Danny Vance and Julian have a last longer
Call 7.
between David and Roger. So Vidi and Roger.
I like it. I like it. What's the? Oh, it's for lunch.
For lunch.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a done.
we could see it end here as both players have diamonds. If there's 2 diamonds on this flop, this could be over.
And there are.
Oh my god!
2 diamonds.
As if on cue, we have Julian and Danny with a last longer between Vidi and Roger. 2 diamonds on the flop. Vidi with the dominating diamonds does turn a pair to go along with his flush draw.
And for left.
And wow,
So Roger.
the last longer could end right here.
Roger looking, but you know Roger
Could hit a queen or 9
He
here.
just won't die. You know how it is. And
Oh
there
my
it is!
gosh!
There it is! You called it. I called it.
Amazing move.
The bet lives on, right?
Oh my goodness. If only
mean-
Vidi and Roger knew there was lunch on the line here.
A million.
He might have him covered. Does he have him covered?
Vidi had Roger covered. Unbelievable here.
Wow.
Roger finds one of the clean outs. 9 or queen on the river
Everybody's a magic for you.
and gets
Wow.
there.
Everybody's a magic for you all the time.
Not with you.
Roger moves past Vidi for
Yeah,
the.
more chips than
They
we
literally shook on it on
Wow.
on
Yeah, more now.
the YouTube chat
More now than
like
we
a second before that hand happened.
Unreal.
Roger is running hot on this final table, and like I said earlier, Vidi just not running good at all in all-in scenarios here. He's
Roger,
way
there,
ahead.
Tyler said it's a new stream favorite. There it is. I got to agree. He's become the top story of the final table right now. Without a doubt. Nobody's even close.
You need to blink that.
Man, if Roger comes back and wins this whole tournament from 50,000 chips, that's be quite the story here.
People stop talking about Bart and start talking about Roger.
And Vidi just cannot believe his luck
Wow.
here. He's like, what is happening?
Unreal.
Nut flush draw against queen high flush draw. Just
And he
completely
hits a pair.
crushing him.
Oh,
Yeah, 3-9.
All right, Vidi here going to shove his ace-9, as he probably should. Chris here, with a little bit of decision, does cover him. So, I mean, there's not just the chips in play. There's a pay jump to consider as well.
Go ahead, David.
But, you know, if I'm Chris here, I'm not willing to give Vidi, you know, a double up there. I
Yeah.
mean, he just, you know, he's still low on chip stack. Kind of let him make the mistake. I'm not calling off with King 10 there, and I think Chris made a good play.
I agree 100%. I saw you out there playing today, by the way. How'd you do?
Lost a little bit. Been running really bad in PLO, but gonna try to play again after stream if the game's still running.
Yeah, I played a little bit. I got over here in a little bit of time. I played it a little bit. I did okay. I lost a little, not much.
Yeah, it's nature of PLO though. You can you have to get it in with your 60-40s, even though you're technically a favorite.
Yeah.
40% of the time, you're not going to win. So, wow. If y'all are enjoying the action tonight, hit that like button. We are going to try to get to 200 likes by 11 p.m. So please hit the like button if you yet to do so. Helps the channel out a bunch. Makes our channel more visible throughout the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, and if you like the Rogers show tonight, hit the like button. I mean, Rogers, he's putting on the show. Just hit it for Roger.
I don't think I've seen him say a single word, but he did smile when
He
he won.
smiled a couple times.
When he won the hand with the King
Yeah.
Queen, he was like, "Oh wow, that's nice."
Yeah.
Mr. Roger.
Yes, it is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. There it is. Why didn't I think of that? I'm old enough to remember that. Doug, you beat me to it. Ah,
Actually, I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah. yeah, but it was reruns when you were watching.
That's fair. Fair. Does it make it any less more impactful in your childhood? No.
Probably not. But I was hip to the scene, though. See, you were just, I don't know. Well, look at this.
7-7
Look at
deuce
this.
flop here. Wow. Both players flopping a piece of this flop.
Lucky, he checked it. Suchi's going to make the call thinking his deuce is good. I would think so, too. Lucky River setting up a trap here. Let's see
$3.5 million in the pot.
Let's see how he plays it.
2.5.
And he's going to get the call.
I see.
Snap call from
Wow.
Suju. Didn't even think about it. I mean,
Yeah, he couldn't put him on a 7. I mean, I thought maybe his with that run out.
spades, brick out. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean-
not unreasonable.
He was very surprised to see a 7 in Lucky River's hand, no doubt.
Lucky says, more power, TCH, of course, more subscribers. I'm new here to your channel from the Philippines. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If we have any other new viewers, welcome, welcome. My name is Derek. I'm commentating with my co-commentator, Mitch. Mitch has been doing a lot more of the tournaments lately, but had a little bit of a schedule change, so I should be joining Mitch a lot more on Saturday nights.
I look forward to it.
And we'll be doing a lot more with our Poker Atlas tour coming up. We are, planning on doing feature tables on top of our final table stream. So there's going to be a lot of streaming going along in the next month or two. Suju raising up to 900K with the ace queen. Lucky River going to defend with the suited jack.
You and I are going to be very busy this next upcoming month here. Dealing, flooring, commentating. About to find some time to sleep, I guess. Should be a lot of fun, though.
We can sleep next month.
September?
Yeah.
It's my birthday in September.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I'll be 27.
Lucky River now up to the chip lead with 20.8 million. Vidi on the short stack with 4.4. Roger barely eking him out there with the 5.5 million. Suju and Krish pretty much tied in chips.
Lucky River's starting to pull away. All he's got to do is worry about Roger. That's all he's got to worry about.
I don't think I've seen Roger moving all of yet. Whether he's ahead or behind.
Yeah.
What, do you want to chop the first place, please?
Yeah, that's right, Eric. I might have to go with him. Give him some money and let him buy him for me. Krish has hit the deuce here.
What did you leave on?
Yeah, I don't think Real Lucky River can make the call there. AFQ, what's that?
Aggression frequency.
Oh. That's not me. So
I don't know. I don't know how they calculate that stat. To me, that's like passer rating. Like I have no idea. Like
Yeah.
like passer rating in football. Like you're like
Yeah.
like interceptions, yards, touchdowns. I get.
Yeah.
What is passer rating? Like
Yeah, and
what is the
it's-
culmination
and
of
how
so many
could it
different
be
stats?
112%, 100. I'm like,
Numbers higher than 100.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're
I'm
like,
like,
where do they get this from?
you know, make it simple for us. 100% to,
So for all our viewers out there, if tournaments, you're enjoying the stream so far, but it's not really your main, interest. You like cash games more. We got some exciting news coming this week, actually. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we got a special guest appearance here from Mariano, one of the bigger vloggers here in the YouTube realm. Is going to be on TCH Live on August 1st and August 2nd, playing our quarter 50 and I believe 5100. So we got some big games coming this week on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thumbs up on that from Tyler up there.
If y'all have seen him on the vlogs that he runs, or any of the other streams that he plays on, he likes to buy in deep. So we're going to see some big action. My hope is to see him against Dong.
Yeah.
That'd be sick if we could see that.
Yeah, uh-oh, we have a hand brewing here. I was dealing the dong today and yesterday.
Krish here with the Kings, making it. Did he raise the 3 million? Oh, okay. Suju raise and then Krish 3-bet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. We're gonna have Mariano in the streets, King Argentina himself, playing 2550 and 5100 this week. So if you like big cash games, we got a lot of action this coming week.
You'll be commentating. I might tune in.
I'll definitely be doing Tuesday, but I have to work Wednesday, so I guess I'll have to either figure out scheduling, or maybe I'll try to get someone to cover my shift on Wednesday night just so I can comment. Because I want to commentate the Wednesday game, because I think that's the 5100 game. Thumbs down.
I'm thumbs down on
Tuesday is the 50-100. Okay, then I'm fine then.
Then you're good.
I'm fine because I want to at least commentate the 50-100 game. So Tuesday night, 6-hour stream will be 5100. No, okay, I'm getting all this random information as we're speaking from Tyler. So actually, it's gonna be a 4-hour stream on Tuesday and a 4-hour stream on Wednesday. It seems like.
Thumbs up. Tyler keeps us straight.
5100 on Tuesday, 25-50 on Wednesday.
Is there anybody here at TCH that multitasks more than Tyler?
I think he's done every role here.
Maybe Nick. Nick might
Danielle.
Thumbs up on that or thumbs down, Tyler? Who do they? Okay, he says they do.
Danielle, I think, has done every position.
Yeah, Danielle.
Dealer, hostess, cage, ship runner, waitress.
But she's kind of laid back with her multitasking. You never see Danielle sweat. Nick sweats. He's doing everything.
It looks like Suju gonna jam over the raise of Lucky River, and I think Lucky River kind of just posturing here. No way he's gonna make the call off here, right? With 8-6.
6,730,000.
Maybe doing a little bit of quick math here. Maybe thinking he's live against hands like Ace Jack, Ace Queen, Ace King.
Yeah, but he can't make the call, can he?
I mean, it's really risky. I mean, I'm not wanting to just double up Suju. Very, very strong player.
Yeah, and he's, Suju's been.
No, I'm telling to him. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm just kidding. I've dealt to Suju. He's a solid player all the way around. He does seem to run into brick walls on the final table.
Just kidding.
But, you got, him and Tejas, he's climbing up the ladder 3 weeks in a row. He's climbing up the ladder. I think he still has somewhat of ways to go to catch Tejas. But he may be in second place as far as final table appearances.
Henry misread, maybe? No, I think we fixed that from this past week, Daniel. Dugar asking what's happened to Curry. Well, I mean, he's been very busy with his job, and I think he's just stepped down from the commentating. He also has 2 kids now, so a lot of time commitment there. I mean, committing even just 4 hours a week is a lot at nighttime.
Well, I don't know. I don't do the cash games on Tuesday. Have we congratulated Tyler?
Yeah, I knew about that. I don't know if you knew about it.
I saw. As a matter of fact, Tyler, I apologize. I did see it, and I forgot all about it. I forgot to congratulate him when I saw him.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, Tyler. Expecting.
Yeah, Tyler and his wife are going to be expecting a kid in early March. So
that's amazing.
Congratulations to him. Shout out to Tyler.
That'll be his first, no doubt. And I've got 3. The first one was, dude, it was so emotional, man. I couldn't. It was just an emotional. Whoo. You know what I'm saying. But all the best, man. All the best to him and his wife.
Looks like Roger will take this down with King Jack high here.
Yeah.
Chipping up a little bit more.
He's in the zone. Roger's in the zone. I hear there's more congratulations go out to Leon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Leon?
Just to make things a little more streamlined here in the Dallas area. Instead of Mike Williams, our GM of Las Colinas and Dallas. Actually Leon, who was the AGM of our Dallas location since the beginning, did get promoted recently to general manager of TCH Dallas. So shout out to Leon, of course. Does a really great job, managing our card room here, and I'm sure he'll do a great job in the future.
Yeah.
Mr. V here with a comment saying he's planning on driving from Houston for the Poker Atlas event. He can only play one event on the weekend, but he can't decide between the opening event of the Million Guarantee or the Mystery Payday. And I believe the Mystery Payday has a guarantee of 500,000, and we'll get back right to that as we're seeing some pre-flop action between Lucky River and Krish. Krish with the Ace Queen of Diamonds, and we already have
Lucky River making the call.
over 6 million in the pot already. Krish with pretty much just a pot-sized bet left. And that's a great flop for Krish.
Great flop. Lucky River, I'm expecting a check here.
Check.
Okay.
All in.
And with the overbet all in here, just ready to get it in.
Yeah, he's not going to play any games. He like, you know what? I'm going to get it all in.
Gonna be 2, 4, 4.
With the nut draw, flush draw.
Nice hand there for Krish. Now passing Suju in chips.
Well, here's a very interesting question right here. I'll let you handle this one. I'll help out if you need it, but go ahead.
Leech Lattice here asking, do players tip the dealers after the tournament? Typically they do, yes. I'd say most players will.
What do you have? Kings.
Pretty standard thing. I'd say industry standard. What it's like 1 to 3% of the top buy-ins. What the players will typically tip.
I do want to mention something. Last week on the stream, a young man by the name of Brad sat in seat 4, was card dead 75% of the tournament, and just was very patient and folded and folded and folded. Came alive, started hitting cards, took the chip lead, and when they decided to chop, I think 4 ways or whatever, he got the bigger half of it. And I said a couple of nice things. Later on in the week, I went, I'm dealing. I sat down. He's at the table, and he said, "Mitch, my friends, my family, thanks. A lot of nice things you said. Thank you very much." And he was very generous at the table. So, Brad, thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Wasn't necessary. I love watching stuff like that, but I do appreciate it. Very generous, the young man was.
Yeah, Mr. V, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of tough because the Mystery Payday event is very, very fun. It's essentially a Mystery Bounty event, I'm pretty sure, unless I read it incorrectly. But it's hard to pass over a million guarantee for $500. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know which I would pick. What would you pick? But you had to pick between the two.
$1 million for 500.
You going for the bigger prize pool?
I'm trying it.
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying it.
Both obviously going to be very, very good events. So yeah, I mean, it's just what you'd get more enjoyment out of, either the Mystery Bounty or Mystery Payday event, or the larger guarantee multi-flight. I mean, I think the final flight is flight 1-0, which I don't think I've ever seen a tournament have.
Yeah, flight O.
Yeah, flight O.
Yeah, we were talking about that at the bar. It's like flight O.
Is that a mistake? Over half the alphabet. in our flights.
Roger with a couple of 9s. He's got Gretzky.
Wow, and have we seen Roger raise at all tonight? So that might be his first raise, and so the alarm bells would be ringing for me, and if I was Suju here.
Now, see, I think Suju could take this down. I don't think Roger's interested in this at all. I got to tell you, I think all Suju had to do was just say bet. Would that run out?
Yeah, maybe not on the river, but
yeah,
I could see. Oh, I mean, even on the river when the king pairs,
yeah,
it's very likely that Suju could have a king there. So I feel like he just sneezed at the pot. He probably would have taken that one down. But he was kind of short too, right? So like, you don't want to just give away another 4 to 5 big blinds to a player that's been playing very, very tight. As you can see, the RFI for Rogers at 2%.
Leach has a question.
What tournament do y'all recommend for first timers? In general or out of the series? And we do host nightly and daily tournaments here at TCH for $130, and I know you're a big fan of those. 3K guaranteed.
I am. I like them. They don't take much time, you know.
They're relatively cheap.
Yeah, you can sit there and have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, have a good time. Not to say that these gentlemen here aren't having a good time. They are. They're playing for big money. They are having a good time. But for the turbos during the week, you sit down, you get to know everybody. Everybody has a great time. And they're a lot of fun. I love playing them. I love dealing with them. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, so if Roger's RFI, the raise first in, was 2% out of 60 hands, I mean, that that might have been his first raise the entire final table.
Really?
Because all of the other hands he's been limp calling. I can't remember another situation where he raised. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on that, where he's not willing to raise with hands like King, Queen, Ace, King, but will raise with hands like Pocket Nines. So definitely something to keep track of if I were one of these other players playing with Roger.
VD's been quiet for a while, been card dead. And being very patient, not panicking with his short stack, waiting for the right moment.
The felt?
Yeah, just like a couple weeks.
And that's one of the things that makes a good player to a great player. Not to panic, patience, knowing how to play a short stack. And that's where I fall down. I get panicky, move a little too fast, make the wrong move.
Yeah, a thing I like to tell a lot of players too, don't necessarily look at how many big blinds you have left. Look at what the average stack is. And most tournament rooms will have a screen. It'll tell you the average stack of the room. And if the average stack is, say, 15 big blinds and you're at 12 big blinds, you're doing all right. It's not okay. You're not short. Yeah. It's all relative, right?
And I do that. That is one thing. But once you get to the, I do make a final table occasionally. Yeah, I do. Not the big one, but with the turbos, I do make the final table occasionally. And actually, a little shout out to Mr. Carlos. The last tournament I did play last week, I was at the final table. He made the final table and ended up having to leave. He wasn't feeling very well. So have you seen Mr. Carlos in the last week?
I honestly have no idea who you're talking about.
All right, we have a little
wow, and just a snap all in from Roger. Lucky River drawing to a king or 10. Roger out flopping. Wow, and that's a great turn card there for Roger. Takes away some of his outs.
And Roger takes it down with the flush.
50,000.
And look at that, Roger now up to 11.3 million. This guy's just on fire.
Wow.
If we have any more Roger fans still in the chat, hit that like button. We are trying to get to 200 likes by 11 p.m. I believe we're sitting at about 173 likes. So if you enjoy this tournament action here tonight, hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes by 11 p.m.
You got to hit the. Watching what Roger's done, you got to hit the like button. I don't think I hit the like button yet. Let me go do it.
And Roger now actually taking the chip lead.
Wow.
So that bet is still live between the last longer between Roger and Viddy. Looks like Jillian might be owing Danny Vance some lunch very soon here.
You need to learn a lot.
Trying to learn a lot.
Did you just put the kibish On Roger?
I've never heard that word in my life. What did you just say?
The kabish?
What is that? What is
The
that?
jinx. You put the jinx on the man.
I heard jinx. I've never heard kabish.
Well, you know, it's an Easter thing. For the 70s. Is this thing on? Yeah, okay. Let me hit the like. We got 208 likes.
There we go. We hit the 200 like goal. Thank you so much. Could not do it without viewers like you. Is that PBS?
Yeah, that is. You've heard that one though, huh?
Of course. Of course. You know, Dragon Tales in the morning. So if we can get approval from Roger here, I think we're going to design some T-shirts with Roger. You know, him, especially when we'll get a snapshot of him smiling when he doubled up with the king queen.
Who's going to go? Yeah, let's go back to that hand. We did see him smile then. There is a trophy, right?
Yeah, from our I guess our commissioned trophy maker Bob, player here in the room, and he's made quite a few of our trophies now. Lucky River here, flopping top pair. Christian with the gut shot and 1 over.
I dealt to Bob the last 2 days. I'll tell you a little story. Yeah, Bob came in to the room about 3 days ago, I think, 3 days ago, and he gave me a cut card, a brand new cut card with my name on it.
Oh, yeah, he's done that for a lot of our dealers.
And I was like, cool, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So it's brand new. You know, normally when you leave the table, you leave the deck of cards there and the cut card, and you get up, you grab your box, and you leave. So I dealt to him. Put the new dealer was coming in. I put the cards down and the cut card down on the table. I went to walk away. He said, Mitch. I said, yeah. He goes, don't forget your cut card. So the guy who made it for me gave it to me, and I leave it at his table. But it's still new. I got to get used to taking it with me. All right, looks like Chris has ace queen here, and they'll take it down, raise it up, take it down. Adam's doing an excellent job. You know, we've been having Tika has been running the table here for probably 4 or 5, 6 times. Last 4, 5, 6 times. Looks like we got Adam back. Adam's a regular here for the final table.
Got Dave from Mock saying, I wish TCH was in Temecula, California. They have a card room there, but it's not as fancy like TCH. Well, you should definitely, if you're ever in the Dallas area, definitely check us out. Might make a good trip if you want to come out here for our Poker Atlas tour. Matt Flores in the chat asking how much is our membership. Well, first off, you need to be 18 years of age or older. If you're from the United States, all you need is a valid driver's license. If you're from out of the country, you would need to have your passport. So do keep that in mind for our viewers that may consider coming out of country to come to our card room. Yeah. You do need to have your passport. I mean, I guess you need your passport anyways if you're coming from out of the country, so you would have it anyways. Yeah. Our memberships are $10 a day, $30 a month, or $300 for the year. And to play any of our cash games, you need to be a member, and then you pay $13 an hour for the seat.
What time is it in the Philippines?
I have no idea.
Now, Lucky, don't tell me. Let me look it up. I want to look it up because, I like looking stuff up. I'm getting good at it.
I've been trying to find a hand to raise you for like 5 overs.
Let me see here.
Well, we got a little bit of lull time here. Just want to give another shout out, of course, to our Poker Atlas tour coming very, very soon, August 15th through September 5th. Over $3 million in guarantees, tournaments galore. So if you like tournament poker, we're having a lot of tournaments between our Dallas and Las Colinas locations. Only 15 minutes apart.
The game, everyone is even. 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're actually starting things off with a $1 million guarantee. The Dallas Duel. 2-day event, 15 flights, August 15th through August 20th. 30K starting stack, $500 buy-in for $1 million guaranteed prize pool. I mean, that's some great value. Back to the action here. Lucky River came up with another playable hand, Queen 10 offsuit. And now Vidi finally gets an opportunity here. Now he has to decide, does he want to just jam all in and just be happy to take down the blinds? No, he will slow play here, trying to get the maximum.
I like it. I like it.
Set.
Roger going to hit the 7. Lucky River, open-hander here.
Call.
I think it's Vidi's time now. What do you think?
Yeah,
There
I
it
think
is.
I'm just
There
shipping
it
it in
is.
there. Yeah, the board is paired, but you can expect your opponents to sometimes have a 9 here.
I think
I'd be most worried about Roger. So if I see Roger fold, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lucky River's the one he really should be worried about right here.
Yeah, the only one really drawing somewhat live here.
He's going to make the call. Vidi needs to avoid a king.
And as you can see on the top right corner of the screen, all the outs live here. Can he fade it?
And he does.
Wow.
Julian.
And we got a battle here. I mean, Vidi now up to 9.2 million, more than doubles up.
Julian very happy with that, right?
Absolutely.
He's got Vidi in the race.
And now everyone pretty much even in chips here. Roger, was Roger still the chip leader? I missed it real quick on the screen, but I'm sure we'll see it very soon.
Let's
do that again, Adam.
Okay, this up for me.
Bryce Richmond in the chat says, wonderful story, Mitch.
Have you not noticed the trend?
Bryce Richmond, another one of our tournament directors here at Dallas.
You're waiting the train.
Leach in the chat says, from 0 big blinds to 31 big blinds is unbelievable. Absolutely. GP asking, do you have to pay a membership fee to play the tournaments? Yes, actually, that's a great question. You do have to be a member regardless of whether you play cash or tournaments. So yes, you do have to pay your membership fee, but there's no hourly rate associated with the tournaments. I know that's a common question from a lot of our new members is like, wait, so I have to pay the membership fee and $13 an hour to play in a tournament? No. The hourly rate is built into the fee of the tournament.
Right.
8. Call.
Daniel Dunn cheering for David there.
Check. Check. Check.
You know, I think that's kind of important to talk about as well. We're not just hosting $1 million guaranteed events, but 2. We're starting off the series with a $1 million guarantee, and we're ending it with a $1.5 million guarantee. This time it's a $1,000 buy-in, $40,000 starting stack, and that 2-day event will be August 30th to December 5th. And I do believe, because of how late a lot of our day 2s have been running for our much bigger buy-ins and our much bigger events, I believe we're doing a day 3 for this event as well. So that might be kind of misleading on the advertisement there. It says 2-day event, but technically if you make the final table will be on Monday, I believe. So something to keep in mind if you're planning on taking a trip up here to Dallas. The $1 million guarantee, I think that one's just going to be a 2-day event, period, ending on day 2 on Sunday. Day 2 on Sunday for the $1.5 million. We'll play down to the final table, and then we'll be coming back for the final table on Monday afternoon.
And back to the action here. We got
2 big hands.
Yeah.
If it comes ace high, that'd be dangerous for these players. But now it's just gonna come. Oh wow!
And there's the king. Chris going to check it. He can't be afraid of it.
Are you serious?
Wow. Wow.
Wait, did it just go check check?
It went check check.
What?
I mean, I guess it's a paired board, but still there was.
I mean, wow, very interesting there.
Yeah.
Definitely a board that he definitely could have gotten called by Krish there. Even a half-size pot, even a pot-sized bet. I mean, I might have considered making a call. Though Roger has been playing very, very, very tight tonight. As you can see, aggression frequency at the bottom, RFI at the bottom, probably PFR and 3-bet percentage at the bottom, but it seems to be working out for him.
Wow.
Just
You know, I
checks
want
the
to get
nut
back.
straight.
I want to get back to the tournaments, the million and the million and a half. People might be teetering on whether or not they want to come. I think it should be said that we always crush these guarantees.
Yeah.
We had the last $1 million we had guarantee.
It was a million guarantee for $900, and we hit 1.6 million in the prize
I
pool.
thought it was 1.9. Was it 1.6?
It was 1.6.
Okay. And so we always, it's not even close. We shatter all these tournaments, these guarantees. Well, we have it all in. Who'd you all in? Roger.
I mean, but
And there it is. Wow.
Yeah, the blinds are very big now. It's cold.
Roger, chip leader, being down to 2
Crazy.
chips.
Oh, yeah, so there it is. Roger's pre-flop raise percentage was 3% after 73 hands.
Wow.
yeah, but now check the ICM.
So that will be like what, twice he's raised pre-flop?
If even that. I think it might have been one time.
Well, we know it. You the one time.
I think
we
that was
know.
the one time with the pocket nines.
Wow.
Yeah, read on the deck. Yeah.
I'm thinking about texting Bart and telling him to tune in, check this guy out.
All in.
The Rude Drewski 10. Is the 18 the minimum age at all locations? Yes, it is.
And we have an all-in, and VD's looking at the king, hoping for another one. Sees a 9, throws it away.
Every time now.
No, just like
MD has a good question.
Can you come in and just visit, or does that cost? So to keep it legal here, we do have to make sure it's a private environment. So all people inside the room are members or employees. So yes, if you are just going to come in, and I mean, they're going to
I've
take a
seen-
tour. Yeah,
I've
they'll give you a tour.
I've seen
yeah.
the girls at the front. We have the girls at the front, and I've seen them come in and have people want to take a look, and they escort them around and explain what's
Yes,
going on. So
yes.
you do, yes, you can get a tour.
Yeah, but if like you have a friend making the final table of the event, but you want to like come out into the room to watch, you would still need to be a member.
Yeah. So if you're curious to check it out, sure, you can come take a look. But yeah, I mean, being a member is cool, right? And a 9. Reedy's ace will be good. He'll take it down.
See a question from Dave in the chat asking if the encrypted RFIDs, can we trust any of those misreads or no reads or other stuff? So the misreads tend to happen because the way the program works on this, the cards have to be scanned at the same time. So if at any moment the player scans the cards one at a time, it's not going to read both the cards. So some of these players have never played on the final table maybe, so they might not know to scan it at the same time. I think I just saw Chris scan one at a time there.
I see Bart is watching, so I don't have to text him. Don't worry, Bart. He had 2 chips, not 1. So, but if he does win it all, I don't know. I think he still has a long way to go to reach Bart's status, though.
Nine.
if we all agree, we can take a few minutes break if you want.
All right.
I wouldn't mind if y'all want to just take a few minutes. If we all agree, I'm sure they'll let us.
So there's Roger. You can see
Yeah, let us take a break to see what the ICM.
a little over 4 million
I mean, lies to the
chip lead here. Lucky River.
Like especially,
Lucky River was hot during the start of the stream, the final table, but hasn't seen much action from him
we can take 5 minute break.
If you guys want to
the second half here.
I mean, I kind of want to win.
yeah, most
You
of
kind
it.
of want to what?
I want to win. So.
all in.
It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah,
Chris with the ace jack will go all in,
honestly.
and it doesn't look like he's going to get any action, and he'll take it down.
Nah, I want to hurt myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the same.
I kind of do want it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Lucky you there from the Philippines, still watching.
Other opportunities.
I looked, it's around noon. Lucky, am I right? It's around noon over there in the Philippines.
break.
I'd rather just
Get that,
Guys, we haven't looked at it in a while. No one's been knocked out. So just a reminder here, these are the payouts. They're all battling first place, 60,000, 40,000 for second place.
Just say no. Just tell them no.
Obviously.
That's basically what I'm saying.
He'll obviously say no.
Well, they're saying that there's like thousands of people watching, so
They don't want him to.
yeah, they don't want to.
First in the trophy.
Petey, an 8.8 million. Battling for Julian. Oh, Roger, as if he couldn't get any hotter. Going to look down at a couple of aces here. Let's see how he wants to play it. As he actually might raise pre-flop here.
I was just saying what it is.
Raise to $1 million.
He's going to raise to 1 million. Uh-oh, this could be trouble.
Still.
Suji with a pocket pair himself. I tell you, this young man makes the final table a lot. But his luck at the final table is just
Unusual for a down the putt.
brutal. Beatty with a couple of threes, going to make the call too. Lucky River with a 6-5 of clubs. 4-way to the flop. Roger with a couple aces.
Check.
Lucky River hitting a flush draw here.
Check. All in.
Lucky River all in.
Call. On your back.
Roger's making the call. He does have the ace of clubs.
Mr. Trapper here.
Thought that seemed fishy.
Lucky
That's why I
River's
didn't raise him.
tournament life on the line here. He's got a 9 and the queen, and that is it.
Nice bank.
Roger
Wow.
1 Milski, huh?
Nice chip.
Whoa,
holding
what just
on for
happened
the
here?
win, taking it down.
Still on first.
Roger had pocket ace.
Look at chip lead now.
Derek just came back, stepped out for a
goodness.
second. He didn't see the hand.
1 million, huh, sir?
They went 4-way to the flop. Roger had pocket aces 4-way to the flop.
Pocket threes.
And Lucky River flopped a
Flush draw there, I saw.
flush draw, yeah. It went all in. So,
There was a 4 in the
good game there for Lucky River. We'll see how much he's going to take home there, Derek, if you punch it up there.
wasn't listening to my 400.
Taking place money of $15,000. Each player guaranteed $20,000 now. course.
$15,000 for 2 days of work.
Yeah, not bad at all. So he can't be sad about it. Obviously, not happy because he's going for that first prize payout of $60,000. But for those who are just now tuning in, there are the payouts there. This is a $300 buy-in, $250K guaranteed event, multi-day events. We had flights, multi-day 1 flights all throughout the week, and then we had our day 2 today starting at
Floor
noon.
20.
I don't know how that.
It's a.
Stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did stick.
And Roger, this is
I
unbelievable.
think they might kill that.
Yeah, they'll probably just.
Just kill it.
Just sun running right now. I was just about to say, the only bad thing about me needing to use the restroom or go on, get a snack or something is I spoiled the final table. And now I'm obviously not going to say anything, but
So you know what happens?
I know who's left, yes.
Oh, okay.
Fold, call, raise, and then he looks down. He has 3 cards.
So what's going on here?
They said it's gonna get killed.
Definitely an unfortunate scenario there. It looks like Roger
Take a few minute break.
got 3 cards on accident.
What was that now?
What is it?
Yeah, he got 3 cards on accident. So the only thing that would, I guess, cause a misdeal would be if Roger noticed it immediately and then said, hey, I got 3 cards, don't act, and then they would declare it a misdeal.
Ah, so we had some action.
Yeah, there was an action. I think there was a raise.
I was looking. I missed it. I was looking over at the slice of pizza you brought in. Just one slice.
Still full.
One slice.
I'm sorry. Should I have gotten one for you,
They,
Mitch?
they named streets after Derek. One way. Yeah. Tell him the worst part of it.
It's your pizza.
I bought the pizza. It's my pizza.
Do you want the slice, Mitch?
Go ahead. I had 3 slices earlier.
No. So it was a last minute decision. I just went to go use the restroom. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry. And then
Oh, wow. By the way, JR's Pizza, top notch. If you live in the area, I'm going to plug it, okay? If you live in the area, RJ's Pizza, it's like back home for me. And I stop and get a pizza every Saturday when I come to do the final table. To commentate the final table, I stop and I get myself a pizza. It reminds me of back home, so I love it. So there it are, JR's Pizza. I've said enough.
Paying that guy out.
Roger, running away with it. Wow.
Lions are
One for the ages, obviously, without a doubt, the top story of this final table. It wasn't that long ago they were all laughing at him. Unreal. April loves golf, wants to know to buy in. Yeah, there you go. Tyler's taking care of it.
check. Million.
I agree, Victoria. It'd definitely be interesting to know how many bullets were fired here.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right. Get him, Julian.
10 would be straight for me.
King, queen, jack, 10. Okay, so the river was
I
a
had a 9 in my hand.
You know, he could have told me Mitchell was the only slice left, but I don't know. I think I left 3 slices in there, so I don't know how many slices were left.
there's still 3 left.
I told the girls they could have it.
I think Vidi is actually off of 1 bullet because he made day 2 off of the day 1 flight. So, I mean, either 1 or 2, but
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, does it really even matter? Like,
yeah, I mean, I know.
it's hard to imagine any of them firing $20,000
Yeah.
worth of bullets. So, I mean, there's no way that they're not all happy, right?
Right.
It's-
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're all of them are making money. Everybody who made the final, even if they fired 2 or 3, right? MD wants to share. See, wings. What kind of wing? I can't see that. What kind of wings? Aromic? Is that what it says?
Might be a typo. Could be atomic. The R and T are quite close to each other on the
Are you guys
Yeah.
keyboard.
in terms of looking at an ICM chop, or you want to play it out? Either way is fine.
I'm waiting for a message from Emily saying, "Don't worry, Mitch. I'll take care of you when you get home."
I still want the trophy.
I mean,
I want to win. I want to win. for the
no,
trophy.
yeah, sure.
Earn the trophy.
It's totally fine. I was just, because I kinda
All
wanna
right.
play too.
Suji's been kind of quiet,
Call 5.
not really getting.
Like the normal
Well,
side,
he's
I
not getting
wouldn't
pocket
play
aces and
it.
cards like
This one
Roger
I
has.
kinda
Yeah.
don't want to play.
Yeah.
I think it's probably because of the trophy.
Honestly,
Check.
I need some hard one. I don't have any. I don't think I've ever won a tournament, actually.
Oh, really? I would have thought you did. I would have guessed you did.
Look at this.
Thank you.
Very nice flop for Suju. Unfortunately for him, Roger didn't get any of that.
To her.
No,
Still
straight draw.
What do you have?
So,
Straight draw.
who was it that beat Roger in the hand that sent him down to 50,000?
Backdoor diamond draw.
Was it Karish? Was that who it was?
So how many bullets is everyone in for?
One. Me and you.
Oh, yeah,
day
that's
one.
It was Krish, yeah.
It was Karish.
There was a King 9 against the Ace King.
Oh, one master.
Bye.
Hey, it was worth it for you.
It's one for me. And last flight.
Yeah, like I said, Dave, the misreads are from
What flight did you bag?
players not scanning the cards at the same time and then nothing else.
Oh my goodness.
I did the same one as well. Yeah. 1-8.
Wow.
That's nice.
How much did you guys bet? Go ahead, play your hand.
I bagged 460.
Was Doug Argo? Is he? Oh yeah, he's answering my question. Seat 1. I got you. Yes,
How much did you bag?
Krish.
Three? You call it that? There's a lot of 200s.
2 hours into our stream now. Really appreciate everyone that's been sticking with us the past 2 hours. I think, I could speak for everyone in the chat. It's been a very exciting final table so far, Mitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Based upon how many chips. And if everybody's got about the same, it'll probably be about
Hopefully, it's a
30.
warm up to things to come here in a couple of weeks. Man, I love this. I love this new felt on the table.
Yeah.
Vidi.
What's so bad though for the trophy?
All right, he's going to raise it up here with the pocket nines. Roger going to make the call. This could get interesting here.
You can tell up there, right? If I did.
Atomic wings it is, yeah. Karish going to make the call with the jack 8. This could get interesting. I bet you jack comes on the flop. Right there it is. I knew it. I knew it.
There's going to be
And a
trouble for
9.
Krish, though.
And
Top
a 9
pair.
too. Look at this.
Set of 9s for Vidi. Krish with top pair. Oh, it just goes all in. Vidi's like, what in the world?
Vidi's like, okay, he's going to try. He's going to try and slow play this.
Now, as I heard from another commentator recently, he's got to balance his Hollywood range here a little bit,
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, definitely. See what he can do. See if he could get Roger to come in.
7.
Roger,
Make it look like he has like an overpair, maybe.
Yeah, Roger's not going to fall for the bait here. I mean, Roger's got 6s.
All in.
Yeah, Roger's like, yeah, I fold. No, actually, told me, yeah, I fold.
This would just be an absolute brutal beat here if Vidi lost his hand.
You calling me?
Just looking to not see a jack or an 8 on the turn here, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, and there it is.
Wow. A 19 million chip pot there. The overbet all in from Krish gets snapped all in from Vidi.
Wow.
And that's it for Krish. I mean,
Guys, we could take like 2-3 minutes, but we can't.
Well, I think Krish thought a great game, by the way, great game. I think Krish just felt he was ahead there and didn't want to see any more cards. So
definitely reasonable. Like,
let me
thinking
just-
that, I mean, he did flop top pair, so that's why I thought
Yeah.
the money was getting in anyways. Did I
Yeah.
think it was going to be an all in on the flop? No, but most likely going to be all in on the turn, if anything.
He's scary. Hey, yeah.
And looks like they're going to take a little break here.
Yeah, I think I overheard they are going to take a 3-minute break. So let's go back into the booth here. If y'all
Yeah.
are wondering what do we look like. Again, my name is Derek. This is Mitch. We've been commentating, for the past 2 hours? We got 900 viewers now in the chat.
Queen 9.
You got to dig that. We'd show you the pizza, but Derek's already eaten it all. It's gone. It's gone.
And now he.
Oh, my
You saw
gosh.
last. Why can't you just
So,
go hand at the beginning?
At least we're not talking about it earlier.
I did that to another guy.
Where Doc was getting on you a little bit. So,
He came back and
but yeah, looks like we're gonna take a little break here. So let's talk a little bit about what's coming up here.
Absolutely.
The Poker Atlas Tour. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, people from all over, and not just the area, not just the state of Texas,
Probably the country, yeah.
The country. I know the European guys that we have. They're looking forward to it. Dude, this is an amazing tournament coming up. Lines of tournament coming up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we're starting things off here. Very first week of the event, August 15th through 20th. 2-day event, 15 flights, $500 buy-in, $1 million guaranteed event. I'm going to highlight some of our larger guarantees still.
Yeah, and,
We're also
and
doing
they're
a-
both they've taken place at both locations, and it should be said that was about 5 miles apart.
Yeah, about 15 minutes apart. And if you like PLO, we're also doing an 8 max, $2,500 buy-in, high roller, 100K guaranteed. So a lot of other events as well.
I know. I mean,
$2,500 buy-in, 100K guaranteed, no limit high roller 8 max event.
Which is for
A $600, 500K guaranteed mystery payday event.
10 million.
And we're ending things off with a $1.5 million guaranteed, $1,000 buy-in multi-flight event. So a lot of tournaments here, and I think this one's just located in Dallas. So maybe some things to keep in mind. And again, all this information is going to be on TexasCardHouse.com. Just click on the Poker Atlas Tour banner, and
Yeah, we have all different kind of tournaments going on. 7-card stud, all the horse.
If you want to do the
If you're interested, you know, a tournament for everybody. You know, if you, having a Baduki, no Baduki. Seniors event, We're gonna have one of those. I'll be playing in that because you won't be.
Yeah, there is a triple draw event which has 3 triple draw events in it, and I think Badugi is in the mix. I think it's Deuce of 7 triple draw, Ace to 5 triple draw, and Badugi. So if you like mixed game events, we do have some. They're smaller guarantees, but still, I think that one's a $10,000 guarantee. So.
Are you going to be eligible for any of these tournaments? I know
I can play any of the single day events, but
Okay.
not the multi-day events.
Well, that's good. I'm glad because I know they were saying you guys couldn't do that. So
Actually,
I'm telling you, a lot of the dealers here like to play the mixed games. So I'm anticipating a lot of them playing in that. I might even play a little bit.
Yeah, and to give another shout out to our cash game streams this week. If you're more into cash games, we do have special guest appearance from Mariano Poker, very popular poker vlogger right now, playing on a lot of high stakes streams and games throughout the country. We'll be coming to TCH.live Dallas for the first time, August 1st and August 2nd, 50-100 on Tuesday night for 4 hours, 6 to 10 p.m., and 25-25-50 on Wednesday. So if you like high stakes cash game action, you should definitely tune in on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I talked to him a little earlier today. He said he's going to bring pizza for everybody.
Oh, you already talked to him?
He's going to bring pizza.
No,
We should like the pizza. You just
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
no, I'm just messing with you. No pizza. Or back to action.
Oh yes, hold on before you act. This is.
Back to the action indeed.
Down to the final 3. 16-15, right? 1,615 players down to the final 3. Hand number 86, final table. Sunday night special, not Saturday. Sunday night here in Dallas, Texas. Texas Card House. Is there any other place you'd rather be when it comes to poker?
It's pretty great area for sure. Roger here with the mystery hand, maybe failing to scan his cards. I got a question here from Dave. Is it $13 an hour for the tournaments? No. That'd be ridiculous.
Who would want to make the final table?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's still good money. It'd still be worth it, honestly, to be honest. But that'd be very unreasonable, I think.
No, $13 an hour is for the cash tables. $13. You do not have to pay $13 an hour for the tournament. That's all added in. You got your membership. You got your player's card. You buy into the tournament. You play. Petey with the 7 deuce off, small blind. I mean, come on. You 3-handed and you looked. I hate it. Looked at a 7 deuce. It ought to be a law. It's a misdeal. I got 7 deuce offsuit or 3-handed. It's a misdeal.
One goal. We're all at the same table at some point too. I remember now.
I would have fired every flight if I didn't get in that first.
I would have been in shock. I thought I'd be.
Call.
Roger continues not to raise, which, by the way, he did raise pre-flop with his pocket aces. I just wanted to let
So that was the second raise.
Yeah.
We have blackjack here. No, just poker. Only game worth playing in a casino, in my opinion.
I was going to say, because wait a minute now, I like playing chess. Chess is a great game. I tell you, you know what? I might have to start changing my game. I think from now on, I'm not going to raise pre-flop. No more raise or pre-flop for me, unless I got pocket aces.
Yeah, I think we're just seeing the sun run that is Roger right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he did.
Yeah.
he was gonna make the final 3.
Well, the bet still goes between Julian and Danny.
Absolutely, that's what I'm most excited
Yeah.
about. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean, you
even
know.
the.
I think we should make this a regular thing.
All five. All five.
Matter of fact, we should make it a regular thing between you and me. We'll bet a slice of pizza.
I was actually about to say that too. It's like a full pizza.
Yeah.
Whoever loses has to bring pizza for the next stream.
Uh, we'll finish this hand, and then I do have a question. Is that a straight for Vidi?
I believe
see
so.
a straight for Vidi.
The second nut straight here.
And Roger, I don't think he can make the call here right now. He doesn't have anything. So
I think a lot of the poker players would not when they wouldn't mind some chessboards out in the lobby like while they're waiting. You know?
yeah, it's funny you say that. I talked to a player over at Las Colinas today, and he was asking, "Do you think it's possible to get some chess in here, some chessboards in here?" Lego, I'm up for it.
Well, believe it or not, we've actually had a few players just come in and play. We're not even charging them on the hourly rate, but like on their slower days during the week. You remember Jimmy and Ted? They were playing.
Heads up. Yeah.
They're playing gin.
Yeah. Heads up. They were. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
they were charging.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Because I asked them.
Oh, right, because they took up a table, so they just clocked them in.
Yeah.
Never mind then. So I mean, I guess if maybe if you want to like bring, I mean, because a poker table is very useful for any kind of like tabletop game, right?
Yeah.
Board games, chess.
Yeah.
So like maybe if like, oh, I want to like rent out a table, like all you have to do is just clock in for the $13 an hour, and you can rent out a table with some friends, play some chess, play some board games, maybe.
Oh, this could be interesting here. Interesting hand developing.
I'd play some backgammon if I knew how to play it, because that seems to be a gambling game too.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of guys back in the casino, back in Baltimore, play backgammon.
We got a big hand developing here, a raise and a 3-bet, and you don't really see raises that often from Roger. Oh no, Roger just called. Okay, no.
Yeah.
So Suju raised and then Roger called. So I was about to say, is like raising
Ooh,
with
he hits an ace, an 8.
top set there for Suju. Got to feel pretty great, even on a straight
Yeah.
board there. You don't imagine Roger having any 6-9 or 6-4 in his range.
Roger making the call. Wow. I didn't see that coming.
I think still a lot of hands you get value from. So I'm still firing here. I'd go to
Yeah,
size up a little bit here.
I don't think Roger's going to make the call now. Now he'll throw it away. I'm a little surprised the way Roger's been playing that he made the call on a turn there. But I do want to get to the bet. Do we have an official amount of money that has to be spent? I don't want somebody coming here with tacos.
I think they just said lunch. So
Or-
before they could even agree on the amount, there was that all-in between Roger and
Yeah.
Mitty. So I don't think they haven't agreed upon amounts.
Well, I'm sure they have each other's phone numbers. I mean, you know, there's got to be a dollar amount, you know, or maybe somebody
say-
has a favorite place.
I'd say $15 to $20 minimum, right?
When was the last time you went out to lunch?
That's an expensive lunch.
Not for me.
For
and
one
Emily.
person?
I'm telling you, not for me.
$20 for one person is
I'm-
expensive
what
lunch.
I'm telling you.
I don't. I guess I don't eat anywhere fancy then. I start cringing when it's over $10 per person for lunch.
When you eat at McDonald's, taco.
No, I just go to reasonable places.
Look at this Roger getting hot. Unfortunately for him, Vidi's not got any of that. So Roger will continue.
I mean, for sure though. Once you get the 15 plus per person for lunch, that's expensive. For me.
Emily and I go, and breakfast is cheaper than lunch.
Well, of course, Mitch.
And Emily and I go out. We spend $50 for breakfast.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, I that's why I don't eat out at breakfast, because it's just eggs.
You know,
and
I know,
potatoes.
right? I introduced her. to the Waffle House. Boy.
Oh my!
She loves it.
You didn't spend $50 at
no,
Waffle
not
House.
at Waffle
I was
House.
like,
That's what
how
I'm
in
saying.
the
So now I'm doing pretty good because she likes it.
God.
You know, and they have a jukebox. We play music.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go to the phone. We play the music.
No, it's
She loves the Waffle House now. I'm saving money.
I think I'm just spoiled by Lauren cooking a lot. So like, where do I go for $10 lunch? A lot of places.
Yeah, I do like tacos. I'm just saying if I'm going to make a bet with someone for lunch, I don't want tacos.
Chipotle, a chicken bowl is less than $10.
Well, I don't
plus
eat
tax.
Chipotle. I don't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Chipotle is beneath you, Mitch.
Well, it's not. It's just I don't like it. No, I mean, look, I'll eat a Waffle House. You know, I mean, it's
Stop being so Asian. I know. We're very frugal when it comes to food, but when it's like if I have a straight flush draw, I'm putting in $1,000. Like,
no. Well, I like Emily. You know, she's Chinese. She makes a lot of Chinese food for me at the house.
I know a lot of places where you get $10, a $10 lunch. The lunch specials.
I mean, if I go get a sandwich back home, you know, a cheesesteak, you know, that's like $8. You know,
Where's everyone getting 15? Oh my God! See, this is.
when was the last time you went out to lunch?
I eat out. I eat out a decent amount. I just don't spend more than $15 per person on lunch.
Well, of course, you have to throw in the tip also. You know.
Most places I go for lunch don't have a service.
Oh, you go to the mall, the food court.
No, I can get a bowl of pho, a large bowl of pho, for like $12.
Yeah, I mean, I've eaten that before, but you know, I usually talk Emily into getting some, you know, kind of American food. So I introduced her to lemon cake the other day. She loves it. She wants me to stop getting more. Waffle House there, Victoria. She knows Waffle House.
See, this is why I don't eat out. I mean, I feel like I'm getting shamed here for trying to save money.
Nothing wrong with that. Tell me where you're going. I want to save money.
Chipotle, pho. There's a lot. I guess mostly Asian restaurants are under $15 for lunch. Like, I don't.
Well, Emily and I, we go to.
There's
King
this dumpling
Buffet.
place in Carrollton.
We go to King's Buffet, and there's a couple. We went to the mall the other day. It was her best friend's birthday, so we went to the mall to get her something.
Yeah, CJ's Bulgogi, less than $15 if you're getting like the chicken or the chicken plate or something like that. It's like it might be right at 15. So
Well, even Emily.
so like when you were saying $20 a person, I was like, that's ridiculous.
Even Emily's been saying, "Yo, price is going up." So we'll go to the grocery store. You know, we stock up.
Vinny gonna flop 2 pair here, no kicker. Looks like he's just gonna bet a small amount here, one big blind.
Did we ever find out what the official bet is with Danny and Julian?
Yeah. Julian said minimum $10, maximum 20.
Oh, that's beat, man.
Yeah, Lauren and I really don't. If we do eat out, it's like a special occasion. If not, we're used to just eating at home, and then it's like $3 a person for a meal. So,
Emily works. We work the same days, and she goes in an hour before I do, and she's home an hour before I am. So a lot of times, I'll text her and say I'm on my way home, and she'll fix something. But she works hard too, and here we go.
1.5.
Well, I'm glad you're doing some research here, Dave. Yeah, and I mean, we've been assured that's very, very secure. Like, not even Tyler, the action tracker, knows the cards of the players in live. So, it's very, very hard, or nearly impossible to cheat our system, and we were very careful about it. And Vidi does flop an overpair here. Suju with backdoor straight possibilities, and that's one of them.
Yeah, definitely is. Now he's got an open ender.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Bad beat here for Vidi.
Wow.
2.5.
Checks to turn, fires at the river, finds out the bad news. Yep.
Probably wishing he bet the turn, but to be honest, probably calling anyways because he did turn the open ender.
He fired on that turn. I
Nice hand there
Yeah.
for Suju, up to 44 big blinds. Alec Torelli's cousin. That's funny. Friendly tip: always palm or hide your biggest chips. Please don't do that. Let's not angle shoot, please.
Yeah, don't do that. Friendly tip. Roger going to look down at a suited ace jack and like it and call the 500.
Hey, there it is. Another grinder in the chat. Nocturnal Beats, aka Nox, says y'all got to try a salad and go. I get a breakfast burrito, coffee, and salad wrapper, $13 total. So he's got breakfast and lunch ready to go,
You know,
and a coffee.
and well, I don't drink coffee.
When I've
but-
seen coffees cost $13.
Yeah, yeah. But that is good information because, you know, I want to try and lose a couple of pounds here, you know. Since I've been, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but since I've been in Texas, I gained like almost 20 pounds.
It's all that barbecue, right?
You know, I mean, I need to hit a salad bar. It's Emily. Well, you should see she's always, when she makes dinner, it's like everything. I got to tell her to stop.
Well, I'm glad you could do some of your own research there, Dave, and feel better about playing on our live streams. And we do make sure the integrity of the game is upheld while we're playing. No, none of our players are allowed to be on their phone while they're on the stage. Again, we have the delay, so it's, and also even our action tracker Tyler doesn't have access to the whole cards. Like he's dealing with all the action tracking, but he can't even see what the cards are in live. So the only thing that knows is our computer, and no one has access to that in real time. Yeah, he says the only way remotely possible is if Roger worked at RF. I'm sure they banned their employees for play. And it's a very, very small company, actually. Just the owner of the company, he's out from Atlanta, I believe. And I think he does a lot of the work himself, to be honest. I don't know how many actual employees he has.
Yeah,
Does Austin or Dallas a better barbecue? I think a lot of people will probably say Austin, but from my experience, I found really good barbecue in the Dallas area.
Yeah, I you know, I do try to. You can find good barbecue really anywhere.
Well, that's debatable.
In Texas, well, I mean.
Oh, in Texas, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and that's what I'm saying. In Texas, I mean, I'm still trying to find a good cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're ever in my neighborhood, there's actually a place called Burgers and Brats that has actually really, really good cheesesteaks. It's a mom and pop store.
Yeah.
5.
I have to check it out.
Let's see, look, Roger here with the 8 high. Vidi betting here with the king high. Currently the best hand and most likely to get the pot here. All right, that's it. Nice hand there for Vidi. And the three-way action continues. We have Vidi, we got Roger, we got Suju. The final 3 players of our tournament. Who do you think is going to win our tournament tonight?
Well, we got River Rat with some nice comments.
Says
You gotta
TCH
like
comments.
that.
You guys are the best in calling the action. Love you guys. I'm a TCH lifer. Appreciate it, River Rat.
Gotta dig that.
Is the Salt Lick good? I don't think I've actually ever been there, but I've heard good things. My favorite barbecue place in the DFW area is Hutchins Barbecue in McKinney. That's my go-to, and then probably my second would be I can't remember, the name's escaping me, but it's,
I got a Hard 8 barbecue right down the street from where I
that
live.
one's pretty good too.
We go there a lot.
What's the one in Dallas? It's escaping me.
I've been there too. We went there after the hearing. A lot of us went there. I'm forgetting it too, but I know what you're talking about.
It's very, very famous.
Yeah.
Terry Black's.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Terry Black's and Hutchins are my favorite in the Dallas area.
Daniel Rogers going to blind out. So. So getting down to the final 3 here. Well, Dizzy Dean doesn't seem to be a Hard 8 fan at all.
Very bad fold by me.
Bill Burford in the chat. Excellent tourney. Hope to play next time. Really looking forward to the Poker Atlas series. Well, I think you made a decent run in the main event. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bill. So congratulations on your deep run on the main event. You know, Bill likes to play a lot of our tournaments and a lot of tournaments in the area. Welcome to the chat.
Mike Anderson's. I'm seeing a lot of Mike Anderson's. You know anything about it?
I've actually never heard of it, so I'll have to check. I'm sure it's all very good. I mean, it's like someone's posted in the chat. Top 20 barbecue places in the state are all in DFW, or 12 of the top 20. Cadillac is better than Hutchins, and I like Hutchins. Okay, we'll have to give it a try, Lego.
Raise to 1.5.
Looks like we might see some three-way action here on the flop. We got Vidi with the king jack of diamonds, Roger with the queen 7 of diamonds, and Suji with the ace 3.
Well, he's got a diamond of his own. It's not worth, it's not worth bragging about. But,
Well, we will go heads up here. Diamonds on the flop here. Could see a big pot.
We have Julian going against Danny here. Roger going to flop top pair. All black cards. Yeah, I don't see Vidi making the call there.
Yeah, maybe if there's one diamond on the board, he could consider making the call there, but knowing how tight Roger plays, I think he's just happy to let it go there unless he hits it big on the flop. Bill said he made 88th in the main event. Well, congratulations. Happy and disappointed at the same time. Totally understand. I'm sure all poker players can
88th
understand.
in what main
event? In the main event. The main event at Choctaw.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
It's been a really fun final table commentating with Mitch tonight. So if y'all have been enjoying our commentary, again, hit that like button. And Roger has kings. Roger has kings. We'll re-raise and take the pot down.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good cheesesteak, but I didn't expect to find a good cheesesteak when I came here. So lots of other stuff, to take the place of. But I'll be going back home in October.
Get your cheesesteak filled there.
And some good seafood over there. Some good crab bisque. They got. Can I plug Woody's in Northeast Maryland?
Of course, of course.
Woody's in Northeast Maryland.
Raise to $1 million.
Best crab bisque I've ever had.
Lucky you told me to try out Filipino food. Cheap but delicious. And actually, I think there's actually a Filipino fast food chain in the Plano area. I forgot what it's called.
A little three-way action here to the flop. Vidi going to flop top 2 here. Suju's got an ace himself with a 10. I don't know. Roger's going to make the call. So Vidi bet $1 million. Flop at top 2. Roger made the call with 7-8. Suju's coming over the top here. This is getting interesting right here. So we knew Roger was going to get out of the way. This is interesting. Suju's wondering what's going on. He wasn't expecting the call from Vidi. Now this may just save. Yeah, he put no doubt.
Oh no! Oh wow! I mean, Suju going all in. Maybe not realizing that he's behind, but Vidi just snap folds the top 2 pair.
No way.
What?
I thought Vidi took the hand down. No.
No. Suju took it down.
Wow. I was gonna say. Wow. So he had to put him on a diamond draw.
I guess. Yeah, with the check raise. I mean, what else could he have there other than a set, right? He's blocking the top two pair. It's hard to put anyone on a set there.
He could have put him on an ace, right?
Yeah, an ace wouldn't play it like that once the diamonds hurt the turn, though. Or typically, like I'm surprised
No, I'm
Suju
saying,
went
I'm
all in
saying
on the turn.
when he raised on the flop, well, Suju raised on the flop. He could have put him on an ace.
Right, but most weaker aces on that board wouldn't raise that board texture.
Hard for me from my angle.
Is what I'm trying to say.
But, like,
So he put him on strictly like king high diamonds.
Wow. I
Or ace high diamonds. Very interesting. I
Is
want to
it-
know now if that's actually what Vidi had, and I'm pretty sure it is, but definitely not a misread. No,
I mean,
it's
is he?
it's not a misread, guys. He just put him on diamonds, ace high diamonds.
Does he want to make sure he gets second place money? Didn't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well,
4.325.
Yeah. 4.325.
If he's all in, Roger's making the call.
Oh, it was a call. Yeah, call.
needs a fade at 9 or 10 here to stay alive. Diamonds on the turn going to eliminate some of Roger's outs. Clean river card and ace high will take this pot down. Vidi back up to 9.6 million.
4.325.
Yeah, I mean, I think. So what happened there, right, is so okay. So Vidi does take the spot. Let's go back to that last hand. So what happened there, right? And I'm seeing a lot of good comments here in the chat. Most, like 99% of players wouldn't jam that turn unless they actually had diamonds. So it just doesn't make any sense.
I agree with that.
So that's, I mean, it's a pretty easy fold ICM wise for Vidi. You know, for stack preservation. You know, he still had like 10 to 8 big blinds after the hand, so he can still play some decent pots. Obviously, if you call and you're just drawing pretty close to dead against flush draw, or against a flush,
Well, my question is,
I'm surprised he didn't jam the flop too. Done.
when he came over the top on the flop, what did VD put him on?
Flush draw.
Coming over the top with a flush draw?
Yeah, pair and a flush draw. Ace high flush draw.
1.5.
Yeah, I mean he put, and I think Bill is putting this great too. Is, you know, you put your opponent in the hand and he just makes a decision very quickly. It's like he put him purely on ace high flush draw or some kind of combo draw, maybe like king queen of diamonds, and then once it came, he just decided to fold. Like, I'm surprised too, Julian, that he didn't just jam the flop too after Suju showed so much interest in the flop. That's definitely going to be an interesting hand to talk about. It could be a determining factor on who wins this tournament, to be honest. So Suju here with the ace king, sitting on about 30 million in chips. Because you'd think a lot of the combo draws would probably just be committed anyways, right? So jamming the flop just ensures that if it comes brick, you're getting the maximum. And then if a hand, like, you're crushing right now, like ace queen, ace king, they're probably calling off anyways.
Look at this. Roger's got to go all in, right? Ace queen suited?
I think you have to.
Money back.
He does. He goes all in. We have a snap call here. Roger's tournament life online here.
Needs to fade a queen for Suju to hold up here. It's looking good so far. Can Roger find a queen on the river? Oh my gosh! What?
Unreal. Unreal.
What is happening?
No way. No way.
Who is running better than Roger? Is 10 for 10 in all ins on this final table. What is happening?
I was kidding earlier, but this man needs to go buy some lottery tickets. This is unreal. Oh wow.
Getting it in good or getting it in bad, it doesn't matter. He's gonna find a way to win the all in.
Have you seen anybody run this good
8-6-25.
in one day? In one day.
Not in a while. And I actually really agree with Dunn too. I mean, I think a big part of why David didn't re-jam the flop is, I mean, the combo draws aren't folding anyways, so you're just coin flipping on the flop anyways. I mean, 60-40, whatever. Like, very, very close on the flop. So, you know, he decided to call there, to look for a clean turn, and if the clean turn came, he was probably just going to go all in. So he had a plan, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for David there. But how about Roger hitting the Miracle Queen on the river?
I don't know what to say. If my kids were here, they would find that hard to believe. I don't know what to say.
Roger didn't even like flinch. Like he just like expected the queen to become.
Why not? It's.
No, I know.
I mean, I don't know.
Can we take a break again?
I mean, it's. I wanted to go back and look and see the replay and see Vidi's face when the queen hits the river, because he's got to be like shaking his head.
Unbelievable. And we're gonna go 3 ways of the flop here, and a set of 5s for Roger.
Why not? I'm surprised he didn't get quads.
1.5.
Is that all you mean on the top?
Yes.
But you have 2
So
stacks.
now he's the chip lead again.
2 stacks is,
Chip leader.
like-
Look at this.
Unbelievable. Well, if y'all are enjoying the Roger show tonight, be sure to hit that like button. We're 108 hands in. We've yet to see this man lose an all-in, whether he's behind or ahead. It doesn't matter.
I can only imagine. You know, we see a lot of poker every day, all day. And we're
been a while,
speechless.
yeah.
We're speechless. I can only imagine what the people are thinking at home. Like, what the hell? All right, let's get okay. Aces, unreal. And he's just conceded. This is what I would do with the aces 3-handed. I'm just going to call. Set a trap. Hope Roger hits something. Oh my God. This is not real. This is not real.
Hope Roger hits something? Are you sure?
This is not real.
I mean, and then now
my
Suju's
God.
like, oh my God, this guy has like
Oh
2
my
pairs or
God.
something. What is happening?
Unbelievable.
What is happening? What, he just jams all in?
He's all in.
What? I mean,
I
now
can't-
I'm so surprised Roger chose the sizing on the turn. Having the jack of clubs as well makes it so unlikely your opponent could have a flush draw. Just this overbet gives all of the 2 pairs and even maybe even sets to fold with ICM in play here.
He's skittish.
I mean, this is just the fold.
Aces.
It's just the fold.
And
This is actually a disaster for Roger giving
doesn't
any
know-
reason to Suju to fold an aces. The aces
He doesn't
here.
know what to do. He knows. He's like, if I call, I lose. I notice what's going on in his mind. I've been there. If I call, I lose. I've got pocket aces.
I mean, this is just never a bluff from Roger. It's
I've
just
got
a
800
set minimum.
854 people watching me fold aces. I hope it's the right thing to do. That's what he's
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the easier folds, to be honest.
But I think Queen 10, Queen Jack, any of those.
Pulling in
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, that.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think Roger made a mistake there. He could have made a lot more off of that hand.
I'll find out when
I mean,
I don't have any.
yeah.
What time do they stop selling lottery tickets at night?
I don't know, but
I'm gonna meet up with Roger tomorrow morning. You think his luck will still carry over till tomorrow morning?
very possibly. I mean, it's
I mean,
11:48, so
It's
very
11:48.
likely.
It's
Small blind. All in.
Yeah, what's kind of sick, right, is which I'm agreeing with a lot of the players in the chat. The overbet all in there from Roger only gets called by Ace Jack exactly in that spot. I mean, like you're giving sets the reason to fold. They're like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh yeah, there's a straight on the board. Like you're giving sets, 2 pairs, over pairs, all a reason to fold there. So I really think he could have gotten a little bit more out of Suju there, betting half pot, even pot. Yeah, I think a pot size bet on the turn would be totally reasonable, and Suju would be forced to call.
But they both just limped pre-flop.
Call.
No, Suju raised pre-flop.
Call.
How much? Are you sure?
Oh, but he might have limped. Yes.
Because I was saying this is the way I would play it, hoping that Roger would hit something. So they both limped.
Check.
Suju flopping big here, flopping trip fours.
Wow.
Check. Check. Check.
Shane Wilson in the chat. Appreciate you hopping in, Shane.
Amazing. This is just incredible.
Over 900 viewers. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you're just now joining us in the live stream, my name is Derek. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Mitch. We're both employees here at Texas Card House. I work as a dual rate, as a floor and dealer, and Mitch pretty much deals here and commentates, so I do both the commentary and the flooring.
Big blind.
I just try to do the best I can not to mess up. Hand number 111.
Even if he's a pizza thief? Oh my gosh.
Yes. Well, no, he's. I'm going to make sure that you're not a thief. I offered him a slice when I came in. He just didn't bring me a slice when he went out to get a slice. 7-4 Roger. Of course he hit the flop. Of course.
Million.
Well, first of all, the Red Sox are not in last place. The Yankees are. They're only 7 games out of first place. And if they were in the Central instead of the East, they'd be in first place. So I'm a little disappointed, obviously, but it's not as bad as it looks. I mean, these Vidi and Suju, these guys are seasoned players. They're not panicking, but they've got to be frustrated.
Oh, for sure.
You know, the way Roger's running, I mean,
Yeah, regardless of how skilled of a player you are, you can just never beat run good, and Roger's definitely sun running tonight.
and nothing against Roger. He's played well, you know. But a queen on the river. You know, how many times, you know, he was down to 2 blue chips and came back. It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, where's that saying go, right? Better lucky than good, right?
Yeah, Jedi, I did laugh at your pineapple on a cheesesteak. Yeah, I didn't comment on it because we were in the middle of a big hand, but
That's the way I feel.
yeah, pineapple does belong on pizza. Ask Derek, he just ate a slice with pineapple on it.
Oh yeah, I never. It's not my favorite, but I'm not. I don't discriminate against pizza.
But I'm not putting pineapple on a cheesesteak. They already put green peppers on a cheesesteak here in Texas. Who the hell does that? Unless you like, I mean, it's like automatic. You know what I should do? I should open up my own cheesesteak place, you know, make pizza and a real cheesesteak. No green peppers unless they ask. All right, we have an all in.
Oh, shit.
All right, we can-
Vidi's tournament life on the line here, Derek.
Good luck.
And he's looking for some Roger luck.
Oh, Suju picking the better pair on the river, and it comes a 9 straight on the board.
Wow.
Chop.
Wow.
Could have been heads up there, and could have been the victory there for Daniel Vance. But Vidi will live on.
Yeah, that river, I would have done one by now.
The Roger
Yeah, you got
cheesesteak.
me.
I want one of those.
I think Roger actually has the highest VPIP, Daniel. He has the lowest RFI, the lowest PFR, but the highest VPIP. So that might be some strategy in there. Some method to the madness.
jalapenos on the cheesesteak. You know, I see it all the time.
Delicious.
It's not something I do.
So out of 114 hands, it looks like Roger's pre-flop raise is 4%. So he's raised less than 3 hands.
That's less than 4%.
So less than 4 hands he's raised,
Wow.
and he's made the final 3.
Yeah. And he's not the chip leader though, right? Is he?
He is.
Oh, he's got the green chips.
68, 50.
I mean, this kind of stuff's got to be wearing these guys down. I mean, Vini's got to be like, you got to be kidding me.
I mean, there definitely is some merit to keeping the pot small and, you know, playing a lot of post flop, right? I mean, a lot of the, I guess, more aggressive strategy, right, is trying to get all the money in pre flop and just try to win pots that way. It seems like Roger's strategy here is to see as many flops as possible, hit the flop hard, and get the money in good. And it seems to be working for him.
Giovanni, I agree. The fried onions and the cheese whiz, but if you haven't tried it, try a little pepperoni on your cheesesteak. You'll thank me later if you haven't tried it. Try it, Derek. You'll love it. Roger's got a pocket pair. If he doesn't flop a set, he'll river one. There's no doubt. Maybe runner straight. Okay. It's got to be a 3 coming on the river, right?
I mean, probably.
A queen. Close.
I can beat that. Same thing. I should have. You had pocket 3s and I folded a 5 a little while ago.
Nice in there for Suju.
Trust me, Giovanni, you'll thank me.
There it is, 1-2.
I think you hit a soft spot for some people there, Mitch. The pineapple
Look,
on the pizza.
You know, and that's okay. That's okay, because people who complain about it, most of the people who've never tried it. If you like pineapple, just give it a shot. That's all. If you haven't tried it and you like pineapple, don't listen to the other people. Try it. We talked about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like at least once a month.
Yeah. Look, try it. Jeez.
It's really not as bad as you think if you've never tried it.
It's good. Roger and Suju about tied. Vidi about as frustrated as you could get. He gets to this stage of the final table a lot, and something always happens. You know, like what Roger's doing right now, and it's very frustrating. I love a pineapple upside down cake.
I don't think that's what he meant.
I bet you it is. No, I try the pepperoni. That's what I like. Pineapple ham's okay too.
Nice to see 900 of y'all in the live stream chat. Thank y'all again for tuning in and listening to me and Mitch talk about pizza and barbecue and poker every now and then. But
yeah.
Got a nice flop here for Suju, flopping top pair with jack kicker.
I see Suju sporting the Texas Card House sweat hoodie there.
And it's actually one of our newer hoodies as well. I think I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of the zipper hoodies. We do have zipper hoodies at TCH now available. So if you want to support your favorite card room, pick up some TCH hoodies with the zipper.
Yeah, this is where we differ. I'm a pullover kind of guy. And you've opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I'll admit it, but I don't think this is going to be one.
Got a question here asking if we could turn the player mics up a bit. Yeah, I'll put up a few percentage points.
We can do that. We got that kind of control in here.
We do. We do.
You know, you're gonna have to sit down and show me one day what all we could do in here, because I have no idea.
Got a question from Dave. Do the blinds go up? Yeah, they continue to go up every 30 minutes of play, just to make sure that we're not just sitting here all night.
Right there, as from the top view there, you have a view. If you look down in front of Adam, who's doing an excellent job tonight, by the way. You have the clock. You can see the clock there. 8.5 minutes left of the blinds at 300, 600, and 600.
Imagine we'll go to maybe 350, 700, or maybe 400, 800.
Probably 400, 800, 800.
They have the 50K chips in play still, so it wouldn't be. I mean, we can just look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, come around.
Well, they're just going to keep going up until we have a winner.
Race to 1.5.
Actually, I can just pull up Poker Atlas right now and check it out.
All in. And a call.
There's a good shot there. There's 8 minutes and a couple of seconds left.
It does go up to 400, 800.
Yeah.
So they're really trying to speed this up. Obviously, we don't want this tournament running all night. And it looks like we have another all-in and call scenario here between Vidi and Suju. Vidi behind right now.
Looking for some clubs. Won't find any.
Needs to hit a 3 and a 3 only.
There's
Can
only
he find
3
it?
left.
Has some chop outs now.
And that's one of them.
It is.
Wow. Again.
Wow. Oh my God.
Again.
8-8, ace.
Danny and Julian are wondering, you know, is this worth it? $20? $20.
Yeah, Danny's like, I was supposed to go to bed an hour and a half ago. No, I think Danny's still in there in the chat. Hey, we're super close to 1,000 viewers, and it's been a long time since we had 1,000 viewers on our live stream. So if y'all know anyone else that likes tournament poker, some exciting tournament action from some, intermediate commentators, you should definitely share it with your friends and family. Try to get this viewer count up to 1,000. I mean, Vidi's got like 20 lives. Like, what's happening? And Roger's just the all-in king.
I'm telling you, he just can't,
He can't catch a break. in his
This
all-ins.
is 3 weeks in a row I've seen him, and it's just like he makes the final table, and he just can't get any luck to go his way. He grinds it out and grinds it out.
Yeah, the jack didn't play, Dave. 8s with a king, queen, ace. Is Roger considering the 10 high hero call here? What's going on? Oh no, we're on to the next hand. Okay, I was like,
Yeah, trust me, Roger's not. Roger's
it's
not
like out of
considering-
nowhere, he just decides to call with 10 high. It's like, I think you're on 9 high.
What? I'm studying Roger closely. Of course, I don't think I'll ever have the luck that he has getting there on the river, but I don't know if I'm ever going to raise pre-flop again. Tell you, everything's just going Roger's way tonight. Unreal. I'm surprised they haven't just decided, well, you know what, Roger's, he just beat a button. He'll just keep the button, we'll just play, He can beat a button every time.
I think Suju here calling on the button to set the trap. Maybe picking up that Vidi has been going all in with a wide variety of holdings. So let's flop top pair, top kicker. Very nice flop there for Suju. And with the ace of diamonds.
Didn't he just limp in earlier with aces? I still say it's a good play, by the way.
No, for sure. Especially if if in the blinds you have an opponent that's willing to go all in with hands that are a little marginal, which Vidi is picking up on certain reads, I'm sure now, and realizing he should be a little more selective of his all-ins. if noticing that Suju is also a thinking player and balancing it out with some limps with the aces and strong holdings.
Russia's used to waking up 2 hours before the early bird breakfast. That's funny. $10-5. That's the hand I 10-5. I hate that the most.
Just put a green out. Yeah, there you go.
You ever fold?
What's that?
Do you ever fold?
No.
Okay. I guess no one's been doing any folding.
The flop hit no one.
Check.
Roger.
Yeah, you could get there on the turn.
Does his second pair. Should be good a large percentage of the time here. Suju double gutted. And that's one of them.
Wow.
2.
The nut straight here for Suju, and he's definitely going to put in a raise. It's just a matter of how much. He's going to want to get called. So I don't think all in's the play.
All in.
He does go all in. I just don't see Roger ever calling an all in unless he also has a straight, which seems very unlikely. I mean, yes, all in probably the better play overall. But against a player like Roger, where I'm just trying to get some value against his like maybe top pair holdings or maybe 2 pair, I don't want to give him a reason to fold.
Mitchell A is absolutely right. Adam is a machine. He's a young man. When I was a young man, I could deal all night too.
Yeah, and I'd have fun dealing the final table too,
Yeah.
or tournament final tables.
Yeah.
All in.
I gotta tell you, it's getting frustrating for Vidi. He's, he knows he's played well for 2 days, and he's gotten here, and I mean, hardly anything has gone his way. Even when Suju had Roger on the ropes, dead to rights, knocking him out. That's why I said a while ago, I said I wanted to see Vidi's face when, he had to shake his head. It's very frustrating. Been playing poker all day. What time is it? Is it past midnight yet? What time is it? 12:07. I don't mind playing poker at midnight, when I start at like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, there we go.
Say 3. Probably say 3,000.
Yeah.
300,000.
How about we punch up the payouts, let everybody see?
Yeah, it has been a while, and I'm sure we've had some new viewers hop in. For a $300 buy-in, $250K guaranteed event, we have a first place prize of $60,000. Second place, $40,000. Right now, each of our 3 players guaranteed $27,725. Huh, it's the only one that didn't have an ending of the 0 there. Very interesting.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Well, there it is. Roger's going to flop a 4. He'll lead out and take it down. Coming up on hand number 129. And it's the amount of viewers backwards. 921, 129.
Looks like they are going to pause here. Maybe give Adam a chance to use the restroom.
What's that?
Or maybe they're going to. This is color up break, it looks like.
I still think they should give Adam a chance to go to the men's room. Well, Derek, what do you think so far?
It's been a really exciting final table. I don't know how the players feel about it, but like I'm sure there's more frustration than happiness right now between maybe Suju and Biddy.
Yeah.
Having Roger dead to rights probably 2 or 3 times.
I mean, I got to say, all three of them got to be exhausted. Even Roger, you know, to be on such a roller coaster ride, and I know it's exciting, and it's probably a night he'll remember for a long time. And I'm sure he'll watch this video many times. But really, it's got to be exhausting. I mean, you know, just the level of play, not the fact that they've been playing all day and been playing for 2
Oh, you wanna do
days,
the race on that? Here, take that.
but emotionally, it's very, very crazy. So I'm interested to see how it ends.
So while we're doing some color up here, just want to reiterate, we do have our Poker Atlas Tour coming up very, very soon, August 15th through September 5th. Over $3 million in guarantees, featuring 2 over $1 million prize pools events. So we're starting off the series with a $1 million guaranteed Dallas Duel, $500 buy-in, 30K starting stack, over 15 flights. That will be a 2-day event, and we're ending things with a $1.5 million title event, $1,000 buy-in, 40K starting stack, August 30th through September 5th. So if you're curious about any of these events,
It's got 5 million exact.
you can go to texascardhouse.com. Make sure you click on the Poker Atlas Tour banner, and you can get any information you might want regarding blind levels, buy-ins, percentage of the field that make day 2, what have you. All that information will be on texascardhouse.com.
And we should let them know that it'll be taking place at both locations.
Correct.
Dallas
And
Las
Las
Colinas.
Colinas. Yep.
And when you look at it, when you're looking at it,
it will specify.
Yeah, in colors, the Dallas will be Dallas color, and the Las Colinas, I think it's like green and yellow or whatever.
Another thing I want to mention, this Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have Mariano joining us on our live stream, August 1st and August 2nd. 5,100 no limit hold'em on Tuesday night. I'll be commentating that probably with Aaron McAvoy. And then on Wednesday, he'll be playing again quarter 50. So if you like Mariano from the YouTube vlogs, he'll be joining us on our YouTube live stream. Back to the action here. It looks like the players are coming back shortly.
Saved you.
Did they give Adam a break?
No. I mean, it saved
the
you.
chop?
Yeah. Because you had a 7 and he turned an 8.
Yeah. 2 chops. So the
There it
ace.
is, the even bigger one. $60,000.
Yeah, not bad for a $300 buy-in. Most of the day 1 flights took about, I think, 8 hours. Maybe a little under 8 hours, and then now they're about 12 hours, or about 10 hours into day 2. So, for 18 hours, 18 to 20 hours of work, not a bad payday.
Looks like we're back to the action here.
All right.
I hear some. There it is.
Players are back, and y'all don't have to look at our faces anymore here. Suju going to go all in with the ace-king.
They're going to get a call? No call? No call. $60,000. It probably took my great-grandfather like 5 years to make $60,000. Yeah, that's 5 years.
Yeah, when you can make a yearly salary in one night or 2 days of playing, that's not a bad result.
Call date.
Starting to see the frustration from Biddy. The worst time to run card dead is the final 3 at the final table here.
Yeah. And Roger, well, it just continues.
Viddy down to 3 big blinds. Not looking good for him. And not looking good for Julian, having the prop bet there with one of our other dealers, Daniel Vance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's got 60s again.
You know, and it's frustrating. And I got to tell you, there it is. It's just, Vidi's an excellent player. He knows how to play, and he never gets frustrated. But, I mean, everybody has their limits. Tell me who wouldn't be frustrated in this situation? You know, you're short stacked and you're looking down at 6-deuce, 7-3. You know, it's just, a man's got a limitation.
I think at the end of the day, Suju will make the call here. I mean, it's just an insane price. But I guess at the end of on the other end, do you want to double up Vidi and give him another opportunity to catch up? So I might just fold here. I know it's such a crazy price, but
yeah. You know, and Vidi's very happy with that. You know, he's like, okay, something went my way.
now up to 6 big blinds, but he's in the big blind position again. So how long is this tournament? Until we have a winner.
Yeah.
A little more? To the left? My left or his left?
He's talking to another guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the button is right.
The button, like, try to.
I tell you, you know, I mean, he did take it down, but, you know, the situation that Vidi's in now is a lot different than the situation Roger was in when he only had the 2 blue chips. Blind's a lot higher, coming around faster. There are only 3 players. No place to hide. You can't sit there and wait. You know, patience is not a big factor now. Unless, of course, you were the chip leader, you know, for the short stack. And Vidi got a decent hand now. We'll go all in. And he won't get any action. He'll
Chips
take
up
it down.
nicely there, and that's a huge win for him, especially out of the big blind. So
yeah, that's just basically it was a free round for him because he picked up the small blind and the big blind, so it's a free round for him.
Every hand's so important right now for Vidi. I'm sure he's dialed in right now, knowing there's significant money to play here. 27,000 guaranteed, but 40,000 and 60,000 for second and first respectively. So a 13K pay jump from third to second, and a 20K pay jump from second to first.
Yeah, and Vidi knows what's at stake, and that just adds to the frustration. And Roger and Suju, you're absolutely right. They don't want to give Vidi any more chips than they have to.
I'd be playing very, very selective right now, even against
and
the shorter stacks.
They can be patient. They have the luxury because they have the chips.
At some point, though, you know, Vidi's going to realize that they're all just going to be waiting for him, so he might be starting to be jamming a little bit lighter.
Yeah. Well, he's got the button now, so he doesn't have to put a single chip in the pot. So, but now he's the big blind, and that's what happens when you get down to three players. Hand number 134, 1,615 entries into this tournament.
Down to our final 3.
A warm-up for what's coming up here in a couple of weeks. If you dig tournament poker, Dallas is the place to be in a couple of weeks. People from all over are coming, even from McKinney. All right, Vidi with a pair. All in. This could get interesting right here.
Wow, this is a massive coin flip here.
This could get interesting here.
Roger been running very, very hot in all-ins. Is it finally Vidi's time to win an all-in here? It comes King, King, 10. What a sweat here. Counterfeit outs. Jack, Ace, Queen.
Vidi's got the boat.
Wow.
Wow. Did Vidi do the stand-up? He did the stand-up.
Wow.
What a time to do the stand-up.
When I saw the King, King, 10 flop, I thought a 10 was coming on the turn.
Yeah.
Honestly. I was like, oh, there's no way Roger loses this now. Somehow Vidi defeats the all-in king that is Roger and doubles up to 16 million. That's a massive double up there for Vidi. as we get the zoom in. And we can also get a shot of our tournament director, Donovan, there, enjoying the action from the
Wow.
front seat.
And that was a hand to watch right there. That could change things here. That could change things a lot.
Wow. Big hold there for Vidi. Up to 20 big blinds. Roger now down to 7 big blinds.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Roger, even on the shorter stack, tends to not play as aggressive pre-flop. So this is where I think we could see some trouble for Roger, because he doesn't tend to go all in even with the marginal hands as you're supposed to when you get short. But we'll see what happens here.
I tell you, such a huge weight's been lifted off of Vidi's shoulders right there. He feels so much more comfortable. You can just, I mean, look at it. You can see it. You can see it. Now he can get back to playing poker.
Yeah, it's so tempting to just go all in against the short stack from the small blind, but
Yeah.
chips worth so much right now. You
Yeah.
have to be very, very careful. I mean, you're just going to give your chips back to Roger, who you just doubled up from. So
But that's what Roger as Suja was. They were doing. They were waiting for a decent hand. They were just folding to Vidi, folding to Vidi, and then waiting for a hand. And Roger got a hand. It just, he didn't win the coin toss. That's. It happens, man. It happens. You get up to the blind levels so high, and now the tide is changing.
15 million now in a stack. King, queen on the button. Very strong hand. Definitely going to raise it up.
2 million. Calls.
Interesting here from Roger to just call 30% of his stack here. Or more than that. Close to a third. Suju with a suited 5-4.
I'm surprised he's making a call here. I would have
just gone out of the way. I think.
That's what I would have done right there. But
Preserve your stack and just let because you're expecting Roger to almost jam almost any flop, right?
Yeah. And look at
Oh
this.
my gosh, Suju flopping
at
the
this.
straight.
Wow. Wow.
Flops the straight.
And
Roger
Roger's
was
got
second.
he's got a middle pair with a big kicker here. Suju's checking. He's got bad intentions with that check.
2 million.
He's not going to check anymore.
Oh.
And a call.
Wait, Roger called?
He called. Roger's got 2 pair. He's going to think this is good, I think.
Flop it straight.
Wow.
To the end,
5-4.
And I was like,
Folded
anything but a 10 or a 9, I'll be okay. Boom, 10 or 9.
Wow.
Same.
Committing 66% of his stack there. Or I think if he had just jammed pre-flop, it would have gone Suju to fold. And, Vidi would have called, and I think Roger would have taken the pot down. And, that's some of the maybe pre-flop action that Roger's not comfortable with or maybe not used to, sticking to his limping strategy.
Frustration and fatigue definitely taking a toll on these gentlemen. This is a hand number 137 on a final table alone. These guys have been playing all day.
Good read.
Roger now in the big blind, down to just 1 big blind in his stack. This is going to be this is game time now for Roger. Needs to find a double up or something here, or else he's going to be out of the tournament, most likely.
Yeah, the young man in seat number 4 has been rejuvenated with the pocket 5s. I think he could probably go another 5 hours now after that hand.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we're going to have an all-in here.
2 powerful hands.
I should have called that with Jack 4.
All in.
Yeah, you can't fold that.
Rogers' tournament life on the line here. He hits a 5, but Vidi hits a 9. Needs a 3. No. 8 of diamonds on the river.
It's fun.
Good job.
And that is it.
That is it for Roger. GG's for Roger.
Finish in 3rd. Show him what he's won there, Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Taking home a nice payday of $27,725. Each player now guaranteed $40,000.
I'm small blind. It's fine now.
Well, congratulations
We're just small and
to
so he's big
Vidi and Suju, but I got to tell you, hats off to Roger. One for the books, one for the memory. Without a doubt, the story of the final table, top story of the final table. Congratulations, 27,750. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
He's earned every dollar of it, and put on a great show for us.
I'm just thinking
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Did I do something wrong?
Congratulations.
Especially the way you've been on the
I,
river.
Dixon, I believe that. Why do they call it? I think they were all in pre-flop, right? They were all in pre-flop.
oh, not.
No more standing up, okay?
No more standing up.
Stand up every time.
Well, they both hit a 5 here. They both have the same hand. Look at this.
That's actually.
And they both hit a 5.
That'd be a forfeiting good hand.
Just, he's already all in that, right? Or he called whatever it's gonna be.
Rob's talking about a chop. I don't know.
Crazy, a 50,000 five-handed. Be another Bart Bogart.
So, you might have to tell me like 20 times, but I'm
Down to the final two. Hand number 140.
Buttons.
809 still watching. You got to love it.
Button absolutely.
It's just that, days. I woke up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, Lego, no doubt about it. It was definitely fun to watch. No doubt about it.
Sweating my butt off.
Thank you to Roger for giving us such a show.
I think that's why I made it. Because
No doubt, right there.
like me.
So who you got now?
I've been with David the whole stream.
Well, I tell you what, both these gentlemen deserve the title. Third week in a row for Suju. David has been here many times, and has yet to take down the title. Suju with an open ender here. He'll hit the 8.
Check to you. Check.
I got a pair. Thanks.
All right, heads up play continues here. Vidi with 19 big blinds. Suju with the majority of chips in play right now. Let's hear in the chat who you think is going to win this tournament here. We got Vidi and Suju, the final two players, playing for $20,000 here. Guaranteed $40,000 each. Playing for that top prize of $60,000, and of course the trophy.
There's my buddy Gil from back home. Gil, appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. I know it's a little late back there. Hope everything's going well. Gil's a good friend of mine. Good guy. His whole family's good people. They want to know if you fell asleep again. The last time you were here.
Yeah, I was exhausted.
Yeah, you were exhausted. I looked over, your eyes were closed, your head was back, and you had just nodded off, and it went into the last hand. So I'm getting some, looks like Anthony's pulling for Dave, says Dave's got it. Whoever needs the money more, there you go. Paul wants to know, why does it sound like the players are underwater? Does it sound like that?
Break that.
Gil, before you leave, you should come out and visit for a week or so. text me. If you draw to a king only, we still have 809 viewers right now checking it out.
If I get to go
Even after Roger's gone, they're still watching. They want to know who wins.
It's been an exciting final table so far. 3.5 hours into our stream. We got 800 of y'all, like Mitch said. Who do y'all think's gonna win? We got Vidi or Suju. Two very, very strong players. Both of them kind of been commanding this whole final table this entire stream, I feel like. I mean, whether it be, raises or 3-bets, a lot of them putting a lot of, chips in the middle, pre-flop or post-flop. Definitely very, very strong players between the two. Suju gonna flop bottom pair. Vidi with top pair.
There you go. And for those of you who are watching and don't know these players, this sums it up right here. You have Mitchell A., who's a very well-respected player in the room himself, has a lot of respect for both these players, and he gives the edge to Suju. But yeah, these two guys here, well-known and respected in the room, along with Mitchell. So, that's about sums it up right there, right there.
Lego saying, spoiler alert, don't look at Poker Atlas. Why would you even put that out there, Lego?
Does that mean it's already over?
Want to play?
Nah, I didn't say nothing. I don't know.
Man,
So I'm not looking.
We are on the delay.
But obviously you have more chips in it, so I'm just saying.
So I see him and you get the trophy? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Then let's see what.
Or just do 50-50. It's 100,000 left, right?
Already talking about a chop right now?
It looks like it's possible here,
Or you
and
can play it. It's up to you. I'm just saying. I just want the trophy on it, but I'll still play obviously.
If you're saying like chop some money up ICM and you can have the trophy, then sure.
doing some business talks here. I'll turn up the volume a bit.
I mean, like 50,000 each.
Oh no, I want to play. I don't care
Okay.
about those 10.
Okay.
Well, a shout out to Bob.
Like 40 and 60, it's not that big a deal.
They have 60,000 and 40,000 to discuss, and they keep bringing up the trophy. So there you go, Bob. Shout out to you. They're discussing who gets your
It's
trophy.
like, man, $20,000, but I really wanted the trophy.
I really want the trophy. There you go, Bob. Shout out to Bob.
All right.
Do you know Bob's last name?
Do not.
We should get that for next time.
Oh yeah, you're good.
'Cause, I'm assuming there are going to be a lot of trophies for the tournament coming up.
The damn trophy's screwing with everything. Bad read.
I don't look at my hand anymore. But yeah, we're so close to the trophy. We can.
The trophies are very important.
Man.
It's crazy. I ran a fantasy football league for 15 years. I ran it. I went out and I got a trophy. Dude, it was the traveling trophy that got their name on it, and.
So you had like different spots, but the plaque of the name on it.
Yeah, it was a wooden base,
Yeah.
and it had a Heisman Trophy kind of guy on top. It wasn't cheap. It was a nice trophy. I put some money into it, and I had places on the base, And
That's a trophy, the one with names on it. Yeah.
And I think it still goes today. When I left and moved to Baltimore, I handed the league over to a friend of mine. And I let them keep. I paid for the trophy. I let them keep the trophy. But every year at draft day, because I always had a live draft. The guy who won the league before, the smile on his face was unreal when he presented him a trophy in front of the whole league. They love it, man. They love it. Unfortunately, here when these guys get the trophy, everybody they played against went home in bed. But the presentation, and they got to keep the trophy for the whole year. When 2 weeks before draft day, I would get the trophy back from them so I could get the new name put on the trophy.
give him a break, get him out of here.
Julian says he's been one that's going for 17 years, and he's been in for 13.
Yeah.
Godly.
And I encouraged them. I said, hey guys, because you know we were with CBS Sports, webpage, and you could post pictures on it. I said, hey, during the course of the year when you're out doing stuff, take the trophy with you. Like you go on vacation or something, or go to a ball game or
All right,
something.
guys, good luck, guys.
Take it with you, get a picture, and post it. So a lot of players did that. We're making a change there.
In the world?
Look at that.
from the commentary booth, or from the action tracking booth to the table.
Tyler
A
doing
man
it
of
all.
many talents.
Doing it all. There it is. In case you guys were ever wondering who it is in the booth back here making things happen, it's Tyler. Tyler decided to give Adam a break there. He's out there making things happen too.
Cool.
Tyler deals. He floors. He does the booth here. He does it all.
Apparently, he chats in the live stream chat as
And
well
all,
too.
and all that time, he has time to start a family too. Got married, wife expecting a baby.
Cool.
Telling you. The talent we have here at TCH
Chip.
is unmatched.
Chip.
It's top notch.
Oh, 7 on the river, gonna give Viddy 2 pair.
Chip.
I mean, he has to value bet it, right?
He's got to bet something, right? He doesn't like the hearts, but he got to throw a little something out there with the check.
3.
Call. Oh, sorry, 3 million. That's my bad. 3 million and a call.
He got a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
fold top pair with good kicker.
Wow.
And that would have happened either way. I had a queen
Oh, wow. They're lucky.
and had you out pick.
Nice hand there for Viddy, and now they're just dead even in chip stack here. Suji looks like he might be feeling the heat a little bit. Maybe might consider the even chop now. Wants the trophy though. Think.
Wait, so you're saying do 50-50 and then do you get the trophy?
It's up to you. We can't keep playing.
Deep in the tank here. $50,000.
I don't care.
And there we have it.
All right, so 50-50.
Tyler dealt one hand. I think
So it's 50-50? 50-50
Yeah.
chop?
looks like it is.
And-
Congratulations,
And who's going to get the trophy?
David.
There you go.
50-50
I'll
split.
tell you what.
50,000 each.
Both these guys have been chasing the title,
Wow.
and they both get it on the same day. Congratulations to both these guys. And Roger, too, who was
Absolutely.
the story today. Unreal.
What a final table here tonight. Again, it's been me, Derek, and Mitch commentating for the past, 3.5 hours. Shout out to all of our staff here for putting together such a great tournament. Again, this will be a monthly tournament from now on.
I love it.
Except for next month, of course, with our Poker Atlas tour.
Right.
But starting September, this will be a monthly tournament at the end of the month. $300 buy-in, $250,000 guarantee. Shout out to all of our dealers, our floor staff, our waitresses, our cage, our hostesses, of course, our attendants, Tyler, the
back
whole
there
live stream
doing it all,
staff,
yeah.
for putting together a great event. And, of course, live from Dallas, Texas, it's been an amazing time. See
Derek.
y'all.